What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to Coast Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Zay Butter, and I'm here with.
D the Great.
Vina Bangs, otherwise known as the Mother Finest. It's good.
That's right. So we back today. Um, Lots been going on since the last recording, and I do want to start off with a question of the day. Right? So the question of the day is, and it's going to segue into things, but the question of the day is there more hate in the world than love and people who genuinely care about you? Question.
Hon- Honestly, sometimes it feels like it. What are your thoughts, B?
It's for sure more hate than love.
So is it better to be hated on than it is to be loved?
That's a really good question because sometimes, they used to say all hate is good hate, jealousy is just love and hate at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it could be detrimental to your livelihood when somebody takes things too far.
I feel like it depends on the person. You know what I'm saying? You got people that want to feel love, that need to be loved,
Hmm.
and then you got people that they don't care if everybody in the room don't like them
Yeah,
or like 'em. So I think it's depend on the person.
yeah. Um, See me, I feel like hate motivates people that's being hated on. If you're being hated on, I feel like it's a motivational tool. Um, and it can propel you to where like, okay, I see them hating. Now I want them even more upset because every time I win, they hating on me. I want to win more. But is there more haters in the world than people who genuinely love people? I think so. Um, Me personally, I feel when does a level of hate stop? So recently, we seen that 50 Cent uh, put a video up of Trump's pretty much backtracking on giving Diddy a pardon. And when does the level of hate end for 50 Cent and Diddy? When is it like? When do y'all think it should be over with? Do y'all think he's going too far? I don't like people. I have issues with some people, but I don't wish jail on people. Unless you do something, where you harming kids and harming women, things like that. It's like you gotta go. You know what I mean? If we can't, if you can't jump off a cliff, you need to get put under the jail for doing things like that. But if we got an issue and we ain't rocking with each other, I don't like you. Like we not cool or nothing. I don't want to see you per se in jail or want to keep you in jail if you're finding a way out. What's y'all take on 50 Cent, you know, being excited about him reaching out to keep Diddy in jail? What is looking like?
See,
I feel like
see,
he's
here,
hurt. He's
I
hurt.
feel like he's hurt as well, but at some point, it's a little bit deeper for 50 Cent because this is somebody who has street ties and different things going on. At what point does it become dry snitching and crossing certain lines that you're not supposed to cross? You know what I'm saying? Because talking to Trump, the president of the United States, being the voice in his ear for why another man shouldn't get pardoned or get out is crazy. And what part of that is gangster?
Well, I wouldn't really consider it like dry snitching. I think we know that they both had a relationship with Donald Trump.
No, not
They both.
technically it is dry snitching.
Let me finish what I'm saying, right? I'm saying this, right? Because he's just pretty much like, hey, look, man, we all, him, 50 had a relationship with Trump, Diddy had a relationship with Trump, right? Now, some years ago, Diddy did get online and was saying how Trump was a problem, that he's not fit to run America. But if this is your homeboy, if this is your homie, you're supposed to support your homie on whatever it is that they're doing. If I got a friendship with you, and I might not agree with your views, but if you're my dog, I'm not gonna speak ill about
But also, you're just
you.
assuming that that's all him and Trump talked about. At what point does it become breaking street code and dry snitching? Because at the end of the day, you wanting a nigga to be in jail just because he fucked your baby mama and had your baby mama doing stuff that she wanted to do.
He sure.
I, I,
Mhm.
I don't think that's a good look. And I think other people who's affiliated with him should start looking at him sideways because this is not the first case that he's been telling. You know what I'm saying? Even in regards to his own son, his blood, Marquise. Yeah, you don't like Marquise and you don't like his mama, but to get on Instagram and say that the feds came talking to you about them PPP loans, I told them people I don't have nothing to do with it. Why are you always, you know?
Well, I mean, in that case, he's just saying like they came at him and asked him, did he know anything about this? I don't have nothing to do with that. I don't know what's going on.
But
But
why say something online about it?
why say something online about it and insinuate that that's what's going on? And
Yeah.
that's not the only thing that 50 Cent has done. He's done a lot of stuff with this
Hey,
dry
call a spade
snitching.
a spade. Call a spade a spade. I know that's your New York brother.
You know
Call a
what
I'm
I'm
spade
just
a
saying?
saying.
spade.
I'm saying, right? I'm listen. This is why we're here to talk about this, right? And we're gonna say our points about it. I feel like he's trolling, but he's taking it to a level beyond, like, too far with the trolling.
So
He's taking it too
do
far.
you really, so let me ask you something. Do you really think that it's just trolling? Because he said that he was gonna do that, and then next thing you know, here's the president of the United States who once said that he would probably give him a pardon. He's now backtracking. Why else would he be backtracking unless he had a conversation with somebody who said they were going to have a conversation with him?
Yeah. No, he did. I believe they did have a conversation, and he's just like, hey, this dude's not really your boy. He was talking crazy.
And in all honesty, how do we know that that's all he told him? And even then, why is that his business to tell him that? That's dry snitching. At what point does it become breaking street code? You know what I'm saying? Because let this have been let's put it in this context. Let it have been 50 Cent that's in jail and Ja Rule had a good relationship with the president and told the president whatever he needed to tell him to make sure he don't let this nigga out. Do you think he would
I
respond well to that?
I ain't gonna lie. She cooking right now.
You
Now
know
I'm
what I'm
listening.
saying?
I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm
You know what
listening.
I'm
No,
saying?
Hey,
If it
no.
was Ja Rule, he would be every snitch rat in the book. You know what
that's
I'm
a
saying?
fact.
But
That's
because
a
it's
fact.
50
Yeah,
Cent,
yeah.
he's just supposed to get a pass. And don't get me wrong, I love 50. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Power Universe, even though you killed my mans. You know what I'm saying? But you got to call it for what it is. Why are you always worried about everybody else? You was just calling BMF Big Meech a snitch. You was just talking about Little Meech, and here you are whispering in the president's ear about why Diddy shouldn't be let out. You
You know
know?
what? And that goes back, D. That goes
They gotta
back
shoot.
to
They gotta
when.
shoot. They gotta shoot the fade when he get out.
But that
They
goes
got
back
they got to
to.
shoot more than the fade. He's playing with this man's livelihood and his money. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
hey,
Yeah,
Diddy needs to be thankful that he's out. So just shoot the fade. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can go home.
yeah. But that goes
That,
back to what we were saying years ago, D, about how people pick and choose. People pick and
Selective
choose.
politics.
Selective politic, and that's the word. Yeah. They select and politic about certain situations when it comes to certain people about what they do. So what she said was accurate. If it was Ja Rule doing that, he would have been every fucking rat, hamster. He would have just been everything. But I don't know, man. Hopefully we see how this play out. If Trump decides to give him a pardon, I think it's all money talk, bullshit walk. The bag might have went a little higher up. Yesterday's price and today's price. So Trump might want an extra 25, 30 million on top or whatever to get that pardon. It's money. He's not doing the pardon shit out of the grace of his heart. It comes with a price tag. So that 50 talk probably, hey, maybe if you donate 70 million and towards this ballroom, we can
So
make something happen.
let's say he do get pardoned.
Uh-huh.
What happens in December when he go back for his sentence?
If he gets pardoned, it has to be after.
If he gets pardoned, that sentencing is out the window. You see
Then
how
what,
he let
then what
that Christie nigga out.
then what we talking about? We in August. We still got some months.
I mean, this year flew by how fast? Before you know it, it's going to be December. And not even December, it's what? October? So, October, 2 months from now, he's supposed to get sentenced. Before you
I
know
thought
it,
it was
October's
December.
here. No,
Actually, it's
it's
September.
October.
It's
It's September?
September. Yeah,
September.
September. They moved it
Well,
to
Okay.
September.
you got your laptop
Yeah.
fact check it.
Let me see. When
Yeah,
is
I'm about to
50
say it's
sentencing?
supposed to be next month, September, October.
I had
It'll be
seen
this
that it
month.
was September. When is
I thought it was December.
50 sentencing? It says it should be October 3rd because both the prosecution and Diddy had tried to get it moved to September, but the judge wanted to keep it for October, so it's October 3rd.
Nigga, you can sit down for a couple months. You can get hurt.
Yeah, I mean, and you get the part, and he'd be walking out. But his ex girlfriend, one of his ex girlfriends, then he had a few, wrote a letter to the judge
Gina!
and, and said he should be free. He's not a threat to society. And she was actually victim number three in the case, and she refused to testify against him.
Yeah, nigga, she ready to
And
party on them yachts, nigga.
I mean,
The,
I don't think he's gonna do nothing stupid. I don't think
the
he's gonna do nothing
same way
stupid.
Cassie was too.
Hey, her life is boring right now. Like, yeah, she gonna like free that man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So there was another situation that came up that I seen and I want to talk about. Um, it's a rapper from I believe Florida. His name is Queso. Did y'all see that about how his dad took the stand and testified against him and
Nah, I
his
ain't
dad?
watched that sucker shit. I seen it. I know about it. I ain't
You
watched
seen it?
that.
I've seen and heard around about it, but I wasn't gonna sit there and watch that. Apparently, Dad was an informant. He's always been an informant since before he was born.
Well,
And
the story is this from what I gathered along. The base of it is that a dude shot his dad and he double backed for his dad. Got like shot his dad and he doubled back and killed the dude. And his dad picked him up, was the getaway car, and gave him a ride. And he ended up testifying against him once the pressure got hot. So, do you think he hate his son for putting his son in that situation?
I don't think
Or do
he
you
hate
absolutely.
him.
see, do you see the correlation where I'm going with this? That's why I bring that up because it's like, how
Hey,
much do you
hey,
hate your son to turn against him like that?
Well, it's not that he hates his son. His dad was apparently an informant for the police for many years, even before he was born. So he's
how is
just
that
doing his job.
impossible?
But
They said,
there's a lot of informants out there, right? That when they was working for the government or working for the government, they didn't tell on everybody. They told on specific people. You know what I mean? Some people they didn't tell on. So it's like if you love someone, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't put them in that type of position where you're going, in your own son. You know what I mean? Pretty rough.
I
God
just think
bless. You know I can't relate.
No, I know, but I'm just
My
saying.
pops will never. Hey,
That's what I'm saying.
God
But
bless.
what do you think? What do you think about why Delvina eat her sandwich because she is enjoying it? She needs to focus.
no, I'm trying to get
No,
Instagram back up. Nah,
no,
but
but
What do
I
you think
honestly
about
think that
that?
that's some sucker shit. At the end of the day. But I did look up and seen that the father was an informant before he was born.
how
Over
is
the
that
years,
possible?
Hmm?
Wait,
his
before the son is born? Before the son was
So
born?
like back in the
Oh,
day,
okay,
he was an
okay.
informant. Yeah,
yeah,
back in the
he's
Okay,
day.
he's
okay.
been he's been an informant for years. But it's just you know I don't know if they really linked on him in regards to the situation with his son, and he just didn't want to go back to jail. But that shit right there is honestly despicable because at the end of the day, your son is in this situation because he slid for you. You
Hmm.
could have took that. You could have took whatever came with that because at the end of the day, your son did what was necessary to make sure you was here today and you understand. He's never going to forget that moment. You know, that's a level of loyalty that has been breached that you virtually can't come back from. Like, how fucking dare you? You skeeted the nut and his mother to make this man who he is today. Somebody tried to kill you. He went and made sure that you was still here. And you took the air that you got to still be here to go tell on him?
Well, from experience, that I went through, I'll say this: it's very rare that some of these older guys, in their 50s and late 40s and
Be
60s or
thorough
whatever,
niggas.
still thorough. I will say I've experienced a betrayal, you know, from someone that was personal, close to me, and they become bitch ass niggas after a while. And I'm sorry to say it is what it is. Some of them get old and pussy. Just blatantly, I'll say it. They get old and soft, and they start doing weird shit, and they only care for themselves, and it ain't about their kids. It's just about them and their life, and they gonna do what they do. So, I don't think he's gonna live peacefully after that because
Uh,
life is gonna be rough for him telling on his son like that. But there's a lot of other cowardly men out there that would do the same thing. So I don't have no respect for that. I mean, you
At
already
all.
lived your life. You already lived your life. You old. If anything, he should have just took the whole murder charge. Fuck it. Take care of your little brother. Take care of your little sisters. I'm gonna go sit down and do this time. You live. You just promised
and
me
if
you got
anything, he wouldn't have even got hit with the murder charge. He would have only got like a few years. He could have did that.
But I mean, at the end of the day, you lived your life already. You know what I mean? So you shouldn't let your 20-something-year-old son go down for capital murder with his life in prison and no chance of getting out because he blew trial. So to me, it's just all the way around sad. It's just the world we live in right
It's
now.
it's some fucked up shit for
Yeah,
sure.
it is pretty crazy out here to see that. So
God
the
bless
streets is
everybody in that situation.
yeah. To me, the streets
Uh,
is dead. Don't fall for the booby trap. And
hey,
Yeah. 42 Doug
hey,
has spoke out in
hey,
regards to that. He's discussed it.
yeah, there's no way around that.
hey, you know,
Because
I heard I would be in my politics some shit like that.
Mm.
you probably wouldn't even look at life differently, and that's the crazy thing. Like that it's one thing to get betrayed by somebody else, you know what I'm saying? But for the man that you probably looked up to growing up, you didn't know any of this that was going on that he was doing and shit like that shit hurts. You know, it's one thing if my man's told on me, but like my dad, I wouldn't even be here. You know, like there's no coming back from that. You fucked my whole trial up. You could have just not showed up. The same way the Gina bitch didn't show up during Diddy's trial, you could have just not showed up. There was a lot of things that you could have did except get on that stand and tell. But
You
you
know, a case
chose
is
to do
similar.
that. What?
Remember that case, that PNB Rock? It was a father and son.
Yeah,
I don't think he told.
yeah, yeah. I don't think he told either. I think he went down because he orchestrated it. From what I was,
And
from
he would
like,
have been a straight coward if he said anything anyways. Bitch ass
yeah.
nigga. Nigga killed PNB Rock. You feel
mm,
me? Like it's just it's despicable because at the end of the day, you know, you chose that street shit in your youth. You're part of the reason why your son chose that street shit. But whole time you was telling behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like something happens to you. You probably pump your son up to go handle that. And when he handles that, this is the thanks
Mm,
that he gets.
I ain't gonna lie. If I'm the son, I'm sick. Cause not
yeah,
only, say if your pop like your pop's a G, right? Well, that's how you look at him.
yeah.
Not only do you find out he been an informant, but he snitched on you. Like,
I know
oh,
the feeling. And to be in
oh,
jail, for him to be in prison is just like, Damn, it's fucked up, man. It's
To
At,
find out your pops was an informant
at
because
this
he on
point,
the stand
he gotta get him
telling
right.
them,
He gotta
like,
get him
you know what
right.
I'm saying? Like, that shit right there,
He
that
gotta have
shit's just
somebody.
crazy.
He gotta have somebody to knock his pops down. He got to.
I don't know. I don't know. Listen,
Allegedly,
we don't promote violence.
allegedly,
We don't promote
allegedly.
anyone doing, but it's pretty wild. So let's
Let's get into did you guys I think Dee seen it earlier in the chat. Are you guys familiar with Gilly the Kid and Cam Newton's beef?
Not really.
yeah, I mean, no, it was some petty shit from what I seen. Like he just said, like that the quarterback of the Eagles that won a championship did more than Cam Newton, which is win the championship. And Cam just came back at him and was like, you didn't do nothing in football ever. Don't talk question my career. I remember when Cam Newton was the guy. You remember that 15 in 1 year
That's what
with
I was about
with
to say. Like
with the
2015
Panthers in
Cam,
2015? Yeah,
2015 Cam,
he was a
and
monster.
you can't compare that to Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts didn't have a year like Cam did. I
I
mean,
mean,
look,
they
when you think
kind
of
of he kind of had a better year than because he won
because
the Super
yeah,
Bowl. You know
but
what
when
I
you think
mean?
about when you think about what happened, like Cam in 2015, like that team was special.
It
They came
was.
up short. You
Yeah.
gonna remember that team.
Yep.
Now with the Eagles, they just had a overall deeper team.
hmm
But Cam, he was one of them for sure.
But I do feel like Cam just he shouldn't be taking shit like that serious. I get it. They all in the podcast field now, so it's like, oh, if I say something, you know what I mean, it might generate some buzz, you know what I mean, and it might get me some more attention but I mean I get it. It's not just playing with his legacy. He feel like Gilly was violating his legacy, but was Gilly wrong? He couldn't do what Jalen Hurts did, which is win a Super Bowl.
But
He couldn't. He didn't.
but that but that don't take away from his talents though.
Yeah,
No,
just like Carmelo Anthony.
we never said his talent wasn't there. All he said was Jalen Hurts did what you couldn't do, which is win divisional
Because
games.
his team was just better. The
Bro,
E-
it does not matter. We can't go in and start throwing in reasons
hold
for
on.
why. We going off the
That's a
topic.
valid
The
reason because at
topic,
the end of the day, the
the
Super
topic,
Bowl is not a one man show. That's a valid
but
reason.
no,
Why you think
no,
Carmelo Anthony never got a ring?
no. Listen,
No,
what y'all drifting away. Y'all gotta walk with what I'm saying. If all Gilly said was Jalen Hurts did what you couldn't do, which is win a Super Bowl, and he didn't win a Super Bowl, why would he be so upset? He couldn't win a Super Bowl. You had a 15 and 1 team that made it to the Super Bowl. They went up against the Broncos. I watched that Super Bowl. It wasn't like he never made it to the dance. It, he couldn't beat them. You couldn't beat the You
he was
couldn't beat
hold
the
on.
team
He was
on that
15 and
day.
1. He was 15 and 1 because his division is weak. That division is
No, we
weak.
can't make these. Now you're trying to
Hold
say.
on.
Now you discrediting
No,
his
no, no, no,
legacy
no,
because
no,
if you say that, then you're gonna say that season really wasn't
no,
magical because
no.
they was playing all scrubs.
I'm saying that because the Eagles, they play in a tougher division. So overall, they had a better team. That's why they won a Super Bowl. The Panthers in 2015, yeah, they went 15 and 1, but look who they played.
They still went through the NFC.
And they had to play
That's
the
an NFC
Bugs.
team.
They had to play the Bugs twice.
All I have to
And I'm
say is
saying,
you
hold on,
gotta
say,
you gotta
hold on, wait, no, wait, hold on 1 second, because I'm trying to explain something to him, right? They still went to the playoffs, D, and they went through the NFC and
Right.
made it to the Super Bowl. That's not we talking what the Saints and all that back to like it wasn't no easy road to get to the Super Bowl. NFC is never easy to get to the Super Bowl once you're in the playoffs. You know that. So don't discredit 15 and 1 and they only lost that one game because he didn't play. You forgot.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
could have went undefeated. You can't discredit his legacy. We're not saying all I'm not saying that he's not talented, he's great, but he couldn't win a Super Bowl. It's true. You couldn't win a Super Bowl on a 15-1 team that was projected to do. Y'all was kicking shit on, you know, spanking niggas all year through the playoffs. You made it to the Super Bowl, you lost. You couldn't do what Jalen Hurts did. He won the Super Bowl.
You
And
still
the 40,
claim the
hold on.
49ers and they
And
never
the
won the Super
49ers
Bowl.
at all.
Right, and I'm not saying that. Oh my goodness, Brock Purdy is better than fucking Jalen Hurts or Brock. No, the main thing about this game is winning the Super Bowl. We keep knocking at the door, but we have not won it. So is my team the team of the decade? No, we had great runs throughout the past 5 years or so, 6 years. But if I'm
No,
gonna
longer
say
than
the
that.
team, no, because we went through a drought. But if I'm gonna say from 2015 to 2025, is the Niners the deck team of this decade? No, no, we made it, but we didn't. You have to win in order to be like to be that level of great. You know, like yo, y'all the team of the decade. But it's the truth is the truth. I'm not an Eagles fan. Jalen Hurts won a Super Bowl. Cam didn't. He got accepted. Go be a coach. Win one as a coach, and then start talking something. Until then, you can't get upset that they telling you this man won a Super Bowl and you couldn't accept it. It is
He
what it
did.
is.
He didn't necessarily get upset. He just told Gilly, "You never played football," and then Gilly started calling him all types of names and clowning him and stuff like that. Like, come on, it's the same thing like Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony never got a ring in basketball, but he can't be a one man team at the end of the day. You can't just throw these statements out here without looking at the facts. You
I
I'm
know?
call
not
Carmelo a
disagreeing.
loser.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing with and we're gonna Melo was never a loser. It was always his team around him that gave him a rough start, you know, like but this was the only
And,
record in
and and if
2000.
you just said that the only reason why they was 15-1 was because that one game Cam Newton didn't play, that kind of solidifies that point. You feel me? He can't be a one man team.
No. It wasn't that. It was based on no none of the starters played. They were getting ready to go to the playoffs. We need everyone
Yeah.
to play
Hmm.
at their best to
Okay.
be healthy. So that's all that. It wasn't just because he didn't play. The whole all the
And
starters didn't
and
play.
and they ain't want the pressure of, oh, y'all went undefeated in the regular season, so now y'all go undefeated in the
Yeah,
postseason.
because the
So it's
last
like,
undefeated team was the Dolphins and what was that? 72. The Miami
yeah,
Dolphins when they
yeah,
won
yeah.
undefeated, won the Super Bowl. So that's too much pressure. But what I'm saying
And
is,
then the Patriots almost did it, and they came up short,
And I'm
and that
not
lives
gonna
on.
lie, the Saints wasn't nothing to play with. Period. Back
well,
in especially like back in
When?
2000, didn't they win the Super Bowl in 2009, 2010?
Yeah.
the Saints did
Two,
win. Yep,
one, one.
2010, right? Yeah,
No,
2010.
It was the
no, I
same
thought it
year. It
was,
was the same year that Wiz Khalifa had made Black and Yellow.
no,
2010, right?
it was the Steelers thing.
No,
The
oh
Steelers,
09. Oh 09, the Steelers won.
Steelers
Mhm.
versus the Cardinals.
That was oh
So
09.
what year did the Saints win? Was it
That
2013?
was that was oh 09, and then the Saints won 2010, and then the Giants won 11. You know what I'm
So
saying?
when, so wait, so when did the Packers win?
The
Because
Green
Aaron
didn't they
Rodgers
beat
got
didn't
one.
they beat
Green Bay,
49ers?
Green Bay won in oh 08.
No, but who played the Niners? Who played the
Aaron
Niners
Rodgers
in
wasn't playing in
2012?
'08.
Yes, he was. What is you talking
Oh,
about?
oh,
You yo, where's your mind at? G? You
Hold on,
tripping?
let me see. Who won the 2012 Super Bowl? Because I thought that was the one where the Niners had cut the lights off. Who was they playing against?
Yeah, bro,
that was the
listen, the
Ravens.
Packers won. The
The
Packers won in
Ravens.
oh 08, bro.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Who won the 2008 Super Bowl?
Or was it?
I'm looking it
Hold
up right
on.
now.
2008 Super Bowl. It was like the
It
fucking
it says the Denver
Colts.
Broncos. Wait, no,
2008.
no, they didn't. That's not right. Hold on. They
2008.
fucking up. They fucking up. Hold on. Denver Broncos ain't win since fucking 1998. What are y'all doing? You see what I mean about this AI shit? All right. It says the New York Giants won the Super Bowl in 2008.
Against the Patriots.
Yeah.
What
I
about
thought
oh
that
nine?
was that oh 07.
It
No,
was
that
oh
was
No, no, no,
2008.
no.
2008.
You're right. So 2000, it was 2000. You're right. 2011 Green Bay. Man,
And
and
then
went back and
The
won
Steelers
from
won in
2012.
2009, and
Cause
then
you
in
know how they doing that?
2010,
They doing that, from that 09, 10
2010,
season.
the Saints won in the 10,
120.
2010.
Yeah, that's good. I know I wasn't tripping.
Yeah, all
They
right. So
won
I was
And,
wrong.
2011.
It was 2011.
and
So
Green Bay
2012,
Green Bay
2012,
won in 2011.
2012, it was the Giants when they beat the
Yeah.
Patriots. Right? Okay, yeah. So I got the years confused. But
I'm like,
What
oh
was the
eight.
year? What was the year that the 49ers was in the Super Bowl and they cut the lights off at the
That was
stadium?
2012. That was
no,
2012.
2013, 2013,
Well, 2012,
2013. Because
2013.
that 20, that yeah, they talking about that. Yeah, that was
Oh,
2013.
yeah, they played the Ravens. Yeah.
No,
Yeah, they
it
did
was
play the
20.
Ravens.
It was 2011.
No, it says in 2013,
It was
the
2013.
Ravens defeated the San Francisco 49ers 34-31. That shit was so crazy, man. And
So the
The
Seahawks.
Niners been at the fucking the Seahawks won in 2014,
Okay.
Okay.
And all
43 to 8. That was a blowout.
Yeah, I remember that game. Okay.
so I also wanna segue like real quick and get back to the. I've been still seeing things like, and me and sis we talked about this off the camera, and it's about back with 50 Cent. We back talking about 50 Cent, but it's about Ross and 50 B. When does it end? B? When is it over with Ross and 50 with the
ain't,
trolling? When does it stop?
ain't nothing over with.
It seems like now I'm gonna say my part on what I told her the other day, but when is it that these men is just like it seems like Ross always talking about 50 or find a way of 50 would say something back, but it's like Ross, you my dog, Ross, I fuck with you, always have, but I have to be real, like my nigga from LA right here would say, Zay, call
Hold
a
on, let me get
spade
my
a
charger.
spade,
Hold on.
call a spade, right? Is what you would say, B. And the spade that I'm calling is how do a nigga get your baby mom fucked, diss you, make these little TV series about you, dissing you about your past, take your other baby mother shopping and your little son, got him hanging with Floyd Mayweather in Vegas, right? And pack out your man gunplay at the BET Awards and take the MMG chain and nothing happened to 50 or Tony Ayo or Lloyd Banks. Fuck, even Young Buck, none of the G Unit got touched. Now at this point, B, all the trolling and all that, I told sister to me, it doesn't matter until some get back is get back. Because you can troll and talk all you want. He up the score 3-0 on y'all.
Now,
Got your baby mama on the couch getting her
this
back blown.
this is what I gotta say to that.
Got your other son, got your son and your other baby mother out with Floyd taking pictures, rubbing his head, and then beat your man's up in the videos on YouTube. Packed gunplay right on up, took that chain up off his neck, and pokes at a bowling alley with it.
This all I
Come
gotta
on, man.
say to
And
that.
nothing.
So this what I gotta say to that. So for one, nothing ends with 50 Cent. As you can see, when Irv Gotti died, he was still trolling. Let's start there. Nothing
Facts.
never ends with 50 Cent. When you hurt 50 Cent's feelings, he's gonna take it to the grave. Whoever gets there first, and even after, he's still going. Second, I mean, technically, Ross didn't really have to do nothing. His homie Diddy was doing everything. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
No,
you know,
no, I'm
like
not. No, I'm not going for that. I'm
he
not
pick
going
and
for that.
choose
I'm
who
not
to be
going for that.
gangster with. Because when a nigga
I'm not
was
going for
fucking
that.
his baby mama and got his baby mama doing all types of freak offs, getting Amtrak trains ran on her, he ain't do a goddamn thing to Diddy because he know how Diddy get down. He pick and choose who to be gangster with.
Well, for one, that's a different situation. But what I will say is this though: are you really gonna get gangster on the bitch that you don't even care about no more? You had her, y'all split. She doing whatever she. That's like if you rich, D, or I'm rich, right? And our ex an ex-girlfriend of ours is going to Dubai to get shitted on and pissed on for money. Am I gonna get upset
Obviously,
at
he cares about the bitch.
no, it's not that you care. It's just that you making our son look bad by the shit that you doing.
No,
It's not about
no.
it's
Let's
the
be
son.
100. He's
Hold
a
on, wait,
cancer. He
hold on,
cares.
wait. But we drifting off the topic because we gonna get to that. We ain't going back with Diddy and him. We talking about Ross and him. D, what are you doing if you Ross? What are you
What can
doing
you,
if you Ross?
what what can you do?
The nigga shows up to Live Miami and do concerts. 50 Cent. You mean to tell me a nigga could come in your city, turn up? This is your city, 305 Dade County, right, Miami. Zopound. Nigga, you done got my baby mom fucked. You trolling. You done. I'm gonna have about 100 Zoes out there. Ain't no show money. We gonna lock the door from the inside and turn this bitch upside down.
Ross ain't never been a gangster though. So him
You don't
doing
know
something like
that.
that,
You don't know. You don't know. You don't know what somebody perceives, what they want you to believe.
he making too much money to be trying to crash out on 50. I'm
He
gonna
And
ain't
keep it
got to be a money. He ain't
one thing
got to
about
be
Ross is Ross ain't he's not a hater. You know what I'm saying? He's not a hater. And at the end of the day, you feel me? Like he's not gonna stop nobody's money. The way 50 Cent might try and stop his money, everything like that, Ross ain't gonna do that.
Nah, this
And
ain't
then,
about money.
and you just said, what if the nigga don't care about his baby? What if Rick Ross don't care about his baby mamas? Obviously, he always beefing with Tia. We ain't never really seen anything with the other one after her getting fucked. You know what I'm saying about a homie. What if he just don't give a fuck?
This ain't about no money. This ain't about that. What it's about is you disrespected, and I'm not saying Ross got to be the one going out there turning up. You got all this money, right? Let's be honest. How many niggas is gonna ride? You know, a lot of people gonna ride for the nigga with the like. You know, nigga got the bag. I'm on him just for your approval. You ain't gotta do nothing. You the boss. You top man. Teflon Don. Same with 50. It ain't nothing to go. I feel 50
so
crossed the
what happened
line
after
too
that?
far.
What happened after that?
What happened
Nothing.
after what?
After
After
one
what?
of them crash out. After one of them crash out, do something. Then what?
Okay,
Rick
50,
Ross got
50
Wingstop
crew,
getting delivered to the
50,
correctional.
50 crew packed out his mans at the BET Awards.
A long time ago. If you ain't get your get back then,
Right.
it's over with.
No, it's never over with. What do you mean? What do you
Man,
mean it's never over with?
so what you waiting on?
That's my point. This is what I'm
Man,
saying
come
to you,
on,
brother. What's
man.
your
Come
take
on,
on
man.
this? I
Come
want your
on.
take. I want your take. When it doesn't end, because 50, Ross still going at 50, calling his son Bruce Leroy. And he supposedly took him fishing. You still talking, Ross? Hold on, and
Hey,
no, hold on, Ross. You my dude. I fuck with you, but you still talking, but you ain't doing nothing bad. That we know, like you ain't. Well, come on, bro. You gotta
all
do
right, look.
something if you gonna keep talking, bro.
All right, look. Let's say you
I'm
in high
upset that
school.
he ain't do nothing back. Cause I'm like, Ross, come on, man. Like you gotta do something. You my dog. You gotta do. If I'm in your corner, I'm like, nah, nigga.
This
Like
nigga's an instigator.
we gotta do something.
Look, say you in high school. Boom.
Yeah.
A dude get maxed out.
Yep.
After that, everybody going about their day, going about the school year. But the dude that got
Hmm.
maxed out, he constantly talking shit. Oh fuck that nigga. Woo. If you didn't go get your rematch, what you waiting on? And if you gonna get it by the end of the school year, it's over with.
So real niggas
Don't
gotta do
don't.
real things, right? Niggas gotta tell them, bro, shut the fuck up. You ain't get your get back. Leave it alone. Move on.
Who's
It
Don't
gonna
don't
keep
it
tell the
don't
boss
matter.
shut the fuck up? Who's gonna tell the boss that?
I'm saying like it don't have to be in public. It can be behind closed doors. Like, dog, let's leave this shit alone. If we ain't gonna step, cause that's me. I remember in the fine words of his pops. Oh, I don't play. I don't do talking. All I do is just I'm in the field. I don't got time. And that's the mentality. Stop that talking. If you ain't gonna do nothing, don't say nothing.
But
Just
that's
leave
what
it
I'm
alone.
saying. Ross ain't living the lifestyle my pops was living.
and his music, and then when people vouch, he vouched from the hood. I heard that from Miami people that grew up in Miami, older heads. They said Ross from the hood. Ross like that.
But was
But
Zay,
that
Zay,
was just
you
a
know my
phase with
pops.
the
You know my pops.
yeah.
Him and
You
Ross.
can't. Why you even
Nah,
comparing his pops to
Allegedly,
Rick Ross? Let's be 100.
allegedly. Hold on. No, I'm saying, but allegedly, when Tia was going on from one of her rants, allegedly, this is all alleged, right? She was talking about how allegedly nigga was the biggest boss was putting money on niggas' heads in Miami and getting this and this person allegedly, and it's on YouTube. This when she went stupid and was talking crazy. So I'm like, yeah, I'll go to the feds and niggas burnt you on that last money you put up for somebody to get whacked and it didn't happen. Niggas is burning, took your money, ran off with it, da da da. So it's all alleged. We don't know. It's alleged. We lies and we fabrication. But let's just say you is out here putting money, putting bags on niggas' heads, motherfuckers getting dropping like, whatever. Need I say more? No, I shall not. I rest my case on that one. That's all I just wanted to say. Because if you is moving like that, think about it. If allegedly word come out, Drake is putting money on niggas' heads and all this, and he still going back and forth. You can be like, nah, nigga, you claim it seems like you about that life. What I'm hearing on the streets, you put
Technically,
money on
you
niggas'
can't
heads.
actually you can't say allegedly because Drake did put 75K to get some information on K Dot. I'm gonna just throw that
That's
out
not a
there.
hit. That's not a hit. That's not a hit. Now, if he put 75K for somebody to take one of K. Dot cornrows out, now we're talking. Now we talking. Now that's a
This
hit.
nigga.
Now we talking. Right? That's a hit. But if it's anything else, no, man, no, that's not a hit. That was just But I'm just saying, if that's out there, you gotta like I'm not you moving gangster, allegedly, you doing gangster shit, you gotta be gangster all the way. And last thing, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say about this, about Ross. Cause I do fuck with him. I listen to his music, grew up on Ross. Ross, that shit in Canada, I ain't like how that went. I rest my case. Need I say more? No, I shall not. I rest my case. I rest my case. I ain't got nothing else to say
That's
about
what I'm saying.
that. I ain't got
That
nothing
that
else
never
to
was
say.
him.
Oh,
That never was
don't
him.
let me down.
Cause if it
Ooh.
was him, look, if it was him, he'll know why you getting up that close.
No, I would just put my head down. I'm like, damn,
No, I'm talking about Ross. Like that's not him. So he ain't know no better. Like you don't you face to face with a fan. Like why are we this close?
hmm He should have just took off first. That's a fuck it.
If a nigga that close in your face,
Remember the old school rule? If he come past your arm length, remember that? Remember that? That's from the '90s and the early 2000s. If you come past this length, hey, sock him. If they call my phone and say you got into a fight, you ain't gonna get in trouble. He came past your bubble. He went past your bubble. It is what it is. You have to swing with it.
and that's what I'm saying. Ross don't come from that, so it's like he ain't know no better.
Yeah,
He thought shit was sweet.
yeah,
Like if you gonna do all that, you should at least play your diss song.
yeah, yeah,
Free promo.
yeah. He should have. But I just want to know
I'm about to switch devices because my phone dying. I'm on my laptop.
when does the all right. Wait till oh wow, double trouble.
Can y'all see me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. My bad. My shit on like 10%. Yeah, but I don't have nothing to say on that. I'm just gonna leave that one
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what is there to say. What can we say? You know what I mean? Uh, I'm just saying if If you done, somebody watching, somebody in the audience is saying.
No, I think
I didn't
that's
know. I didn't know. No, it's saying.
I see both of my accounts here.
No, that was gonna. We know we got somebody actually watching us, bro. Like off this app. Shout out to whoever that is. I
Well,
didn't know off the. Yeah, we live. I didn't know that. See, probably talking about our crazy hair and our crazy stuff. But yeah, so you saying D? We didn't get. I didn't get your point on this. Should Russ just stop coming at 50? Stop talking? Should it just
Nah,
leave it
nah,
alone?
they both trolls. So
Okay.
continue doing what you're doing.
Yeah. Okay. I understand.
Whoever died first, just know that you will be talked about still.
this nigga said
Either
whoever
side.
died first, you will.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say something, right? Cause this one motherfucker that when he died, you know, Lord, please forgive me, Lord, please. No, I'm sorry.
Hey, wait, hey, hey.
No, because no, I just gotta say that this one person out there had. Whew,
Let us pray.
I'm gonna go to the funeral to make sure the nigga dead. Let's just say that I'm gonna show up, just personally. Okay, okay, he died. How he died? Oh,
I know this person that
he
you're
shot.
talking about.
Yeah, yeah. He shot his own self in the ass or something like that. Something like
Oh my
that.
god.
I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna show up. Okay, that's it. So I get it. I get it when you say it like that. Like it's like I'm gonna make sure because he's a hater. He's a hater.
He's a
I don't deal with haters.
if you talk about who I
So
think you talking about, cancer's got a lot in common. All cancers are the same.
need I say more? Shall I not? But what I will say is that's only one person that I'm like, oh yeah, yeah. I get where Ross and 50 feel like, as far as like it's never gonna end, and
I mean,
but
Rick
yeah,
Ross is an Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rick Ross, one of the first big celebs that stopped by my page. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to 50 Cent too, but he not.
shout out to both of them. They getting money. You know, I'm not the one, but I'm just saying, Ross. Like, if I'm in Ross' corner, I'm his one of his homeboys. It's like I'm sorry. Like, I might just have to
Delvina
be.
sound
I
low.
might have to be the sacrificial lamb.
I sound low.
Yes, he do sound a little low.
Hold on. Let me
Cause he on the laptop. You got the wire. You
let
got
me
the head.
connect my headphones to this shit.
Yeah, connect that. Connect that.
Hold on.
And then D, let's get into you said something about you had a question, you had a situation you wanted to ask Delphina's advice. No, you don't want to get her advice on that. Okay, all right,
What you
never
talking
mind then.
about?
No.
Nah. Y'all niggas got something to say?
no, no. We wanted to. Okay, so I'm gonna ask it.
Hold on.
I'm gonna ask it.
Nah,
Hold on.
nah,
No,
nah.
no,
I'm
no.
connecting my headphones. It sound like you talking a lot of
No,
shit.
no, I'm gonna just, no, I'm gonna trust me. See, just trust me, brother. You gotta trust me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a publicist. I know how to ask questions, right? So just watch you. You're watching Paul Heyman. You're watching a master at work. Let me work. Let me cook. Let me cook.
Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman. You don't watch wrestling? All right, never
Yeah,
mind then.
I think I know who Paul Heyman
All
is.
right, back in the day. All right, so you can hear me, sis?
Yeah, I'm connecting right now.
All right,
It
so
sound like you finna say something that you know you ain't got no business saying.
No. Oh, it's a genuine question, right? And I'm gonna say it because
Hold on.
I'm gonna explain it to you. But I'm gonna ask the question. I'm gonna ask the question. I'm gonna ask the question, right? Because I had concerns about this too. I was like, wow. So
It says my shit is
yeah,
connected, but it's not. Okay. Hello?
yeah, is your phones? You disconnected from your phone?
Yeah, I disconnected from my phone. It said that it's connecting on my laptop, but I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I don't know what's going on. Let me see. It says it's connected to my laptop. Oh, all right, all right, all right. There we go.
All right, sound better.
Yeah.
All right, so the question is this: being that me, I think I think I speak for a lot of guys.
Oh my goodness. Here the
Um,
fuck we go.
especially being out, since I was in the nightlife, you was in the nightlife at one point, and you see some of these girls dancing with their homegirls in the club and dancing with us, and it's been a couple of occasions where, uh, and I want to know if you experienced this in the club in the nightlife where you was working, which was bottle service, and when you went to a booth to a section with girls, did you ever get like a foul odor from some of these pretty looking girls when you went over there to deliver their bottles? Is that a thing? Because I mean, that happened to us in the club, and I said, you know what? One of my boys had to like tell a chick like, nah, like go over there.
Listen,
Did you ever experience that when you was out and about working in the nightlife?
I'm gonna be honest with you. It wasn't just from people who I was serving bottles. Some of them bottle service bitches, not my favorites. You feel me? But a couple of them, they was dusty, they was musty, they was crusty. Now, in regards to that, I'm a real one. I'll let a bitch be know. You want some body oil? If her breakfast stink, you need a mint. I got one for you. I'm not one of those who's not gonna tell you nothing. I'm not one of those who's not gonna tell you nothing. You talking to somebody who always walked around with
Oh,
deodorant, lotion, body oil, had the strap in the pack, everything.
You
Like
stay
I know
with
what
it.
you need.
yeah.
Like I'm not fake like that. It's some bitches who
You
won't
come with
tell
a
you
towel
nothing.
too?
A what?
A towel.
No. She gotta go to the bathroom for that. But no, like I'm just like, actually, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I had them little summer eves towelettes. Sometimes I had them on deck. You feel me? But like,
Oh,
yo, like I wasn't like, if you
man.
stink, if you stink, bitch, I'm gonna tell you. And if you
Bird
got
baths
something
going
going on,
crazy.
I gotta let it be known. And
Bird baths going crazy up in the
I'm not
bathroom.
like, listen, especially if I have one of those, I came through in the clutch for them bitches. Cause
Nigga said,
Summer's Eve sell them little towelettes. It come like 36 in the box. I used to have some of those, you know what I'm saying? Some bitches, they don't know. They don't know. They be smoking so much weed, they act like they can't smell they pussy. You feel me? But I know.
Talk
I'ma
about,
say
yo,
something. I'ma
come
say
on, man,
something.
come on, man.
Just like if I see a bitch bleeding, I'm not gonna let this bitch continue her night and not say, "Hey, bitch,
Oh,
you spotting? You need to
oh.
go handle that." I'm not
What?
gonna not say nothing. I
So
can't
you so
not
you
say
got
nothing.
pads and tampons.
No tampons, no pads. The towelettes I had was Summer's Eve. The Summer's Eve, so you could do it if your shit was stank. You can hit that off. You feel me? Like, cause at the end of the day, like, bitch, you in the club, you shaking ass. What's that smell?
You probably ain't got no panties on.
I have the panties on.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, it's not cool.
I'm done.
It's not cool. It's not
Standing on
cool.
that couch.
Sitting on that couch,
when
you probably wearing spandex or some type of leather. That shit stink. It's like David used to say, I come in here smelling like bounce that ass. No, you can't have that.
you over here eating chicken wings and stuff, knowing your stomach gonna be on 10.
Oh,
Listen,
oh
that's
man.
why.
Eating them
That's
hot
why
joints.
I
Eating them hot
personally,
joints.
I personally,
Buffalo.
when bitches be
Oh
trying to
my
twerk
god.
dance on everything like that, I don't play that.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I might entertain, like, you know what I'm saying. But it's like, bitch, if I don't know you personally,
So you won't let a stranger bitch shake ass in your face.
I have to do an assessment of that stranger bitch. If I smell anything, it's not going down. It's not.
Mhm. Mhm.
And especially as doing bottle service, like, what's crazy?
Yo, this nigga cry.
I seen this
Oh,
bitch. I
this is
seen this
real.
bitch wipe her pussy with a Clorox wipe.
What?
I swear to God. I swear to
Not the
God.
Cool
I
Rocks,
swear to
not the
God.
Mr.
On
Clean.
my mama.
What city was this in? What city was it
This
This
was
is
in
Sacramento.
Sacramento.
in?
This was in
Ooh.
Sacramento.
Sacramento. No, it's not even Sacramento, bitches. Shit, the bitch wasn't even from Sac.
This was from
We ain't gonna do the
Merced.
whole. We
They
ain't gonna
know
do
what
the
I'm
whole
talking
916.
about.
We ain't gonna do the whole
No,
916 like
fuck
that. It's
her.
some real
Fuck her.
bitches
Fuck her.
in
Fuck her.
916 that I
Fuck
fuck
her.
with. No, no, no.
Cause whenever
I'm
the
saying
bitch think
no.
we, whenever the bitch think we talking about stank pussy, a little Clorox, she got offended. I don't give a fuck. Bitch, you wipe your pussy with a bleach wipe?
The world, like, you see this type of stuff, it's like, oh man.
Hello? Do
Yeah,
you
y'all
know how
wild up
stank
north.
your shit gotta be if you gotta hit your shit with some bleach?
Mm, mm, mm,
Definition of
mm.
clean.
That no, that's the definition of goddamn STD. Bitch trying to clean the gonorrhea. But you know what? I'm not gonna talk about the lowest child like that. I'm not gonna talk about, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But that's how I look at that. Why do you need Clorox instead of soap and water to wash your ass?
The bitch could
Yeah, she got the towels.
the bitch could have shake dripped. That's all I gotta say. You didn't have to wipe that
Mm-mm-mm.
pussy with no Clorox wipe.
So you had this in your trunk?
Who had the Clorox wipes?
No. I'm talking about you. You had this.
She had the
the,
Clorox wipes. She was
No,
riding
I'm talking
around
about
in her car
you.
with it.
I'm talking about you. You had
all this
the
stuff to help them
essentials
out,
in the
to help
trunk.
them.
I had no.
You,
I always had because I always had like an emergency kit in my car. I had the summer's eve. I had the fucking deodorant. I had soap. I had water bottle. You feel me like that? Because you never know. You know what I'm saying?
You
yeah,
never
bird
know.
bath.
You never
Yeah, you
know.
never
You never
know.
know if you're gonna
You know
spend a
what I'm
night at your
saying?
aunt house, cousin house, you
I had
know, jump right.
my car makeup kit, all types of shit. Like I wasn't fucking playing. I wasn't finna be assed out with nothing. You know, you never know where the wind gonna blow you, and you know, I live all the way in
Mm-hmm.
Merced. I don't got time to be leaving shit. You know, especially like after a 2 hour car ride. Like you feel me? Like if I'm not stopping at the gym, like you know, I need to feel good.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, ain't nothing like it. Hey,
nah,
love
I'm
truck stop.
serious.
They got the showers in there. If it was like a long, you know, you got to always have. I
I
always
had a
keep in
gym
my car.
membership. I
You
had a gym membership,
know
so
what I'm
if
saying? But
anything, I'll pull up to the
I,
gym, take a shower.
yeah, I keep deodorant, toothpaste, toothbrushes, rags, extra pair of drawers, socks in my car with me too. Just you never know. If I'm spending the night, I'm drunk, spending the night. Oh, look, I know I can take a quick. You know what I'm saying? Quick shower,
That
freshen
right
up. You
there
know.
is something serious.
Yeah.
You
You got to. You got to
I was on
always keep it.
TV. A motherfucker said I smell good, so I'm never having no musty allegations. Let's start there. I'm never having no musty allegations. You can see me on Tubi right now on
So
Finding My Number. All right.
speaking of allegations, right? Speaking of allegations, because y'all killed me on this last segue. I was over here just dying laughing, like, you know, tears coming out my eyes. I wanted to talk about the T on her app. Did you hear about that, Z? You heard about that app? Like a T on her.
A little bit.
It's not in the West Coast yet. I don't think so. I
No,
don't
it
know.
is.
Uh,
It is.
but
They changed the
In
region.
New York, yeah, in New York, it's the so they had the T app for the women first, and they made the T on her app, and for men. So the T on her, obviously, and man, like motherfuckers in going crazy on there, exposing bitches, you know, sex tape videos, pictures, and I tell all women, ladies, PSA,
I
public service
heard
announcement.
different.
No, from what I'm seeing, no, it's two different apps. So it's one for the women and there's one for the men. And the
Oh,
men was getting exposed first, and then they made an app for the men to expose women. And I tell all the women this: please, women, listen carefully, please. I'm a guy. Not all guys are honorable. I'm being real. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Not all guys are honorable. Not all guys have integrity and morals. So me, yeah, I'll be honest. I got some things in my phone of some women. You know what I mean? And never will see the light of day. ever. I got so much shit on my phone, I probably didn't just go delete it because I'm like, it's too much scrolling. But there's some other men out there that will be hurt that you left them, that you don't want to fuck with them no more, and they getting on this app and they exposing y'all intimate photos and videos. Be careful who you give this information out to. Ladies, please. Because this is somebody's daughter, daughters out there on this app. And they are in a compromising situation. What happens? I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Please, 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 ladies, don't. You do anything, you keep that on your phone. And I'm not trying. Some niggas say, "Oh, this nigga Zay doing something. He giving out information." No, it's just like it's a crime now. Trump and them made it a crime. So technically, with them exposing the pictures like that in videos, that is a federal crime. You can do the research on that. You can go to jail for exposing someone's pictures without them knowing, in videos, without them knowing. I don't want to see y'all niggas in jail over some fucking pictures. At least do some scamming. Niggas in jail for leaking the sex tape. Come on. And ladies, don't be out here looking crazy. Because I seen something on that app. From what I've been seeing. Mm,
You know
mm,
something?
mm. Listen, it's devious out here. They doing they grandmamas and great grand uncles or whatever is like, you nasty. You nasty. She didn't raise you. Like, she would take that wooden spoon, pow, 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 with the shit they doing on the
Listen,
internet.
the only thing that I have to
So,
say in regards to all of this is, you feel me, don't start nothing, won't be nothing. Number one. Number two, back in the day, it used to be a time when you wasn't talking about this type of business. You know what I'm saying? You kept it to yourself. You feel me? But
yeah.
we in the day and age where everybody is overly sexual and they feel like they have to share all their personal business to the world. Some of them
Mm-hmm.
make some of these people go viral. Some of them they get attention from it, but ultimately it's just a
Mm-hmm.
bad lip. That same
Mm-hmm.
woman that you went on the app bashing is a bitch that's lined up ready to go see what's up with that nigga the same way with that bitch. It's no wins. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like, it's no wins. It just makes y'all look bad. It makes y'all look dirty. You know what I'm saying? Some people
But they all
just
anonymous, though. They all anonymous. You don't know who it is.
nah,
You just,
but
you know what I mean? Like, you don't know who
a couple
uploaded
bitches specifically, like what I sent you, she knew exactly who uploaded that shit about her. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you feel me? Don't start none, won't be
it.
none. And honestly, it's like, I hope y'all out there not trying to bash somebody because they don't want to be with you. Because at the end of the day, this is 2025. A lot of people is curious, George, and they gonna find out themselves. They want to test ride that, whether it's the bitch or the nigga. So the only thing you're doing is giving that person free publicity. You know what I'm saying? And if you saying that this
This goes in.
person did you wrong or was doing this or was doing that, you was fucking them. So that doesn't exclude you from whatever they don't quote unquote have. Just saying.
Yep. Yep. What's your take on it, D?
How would you feel if you was on the T app?
I don't know.
And it could be
I mean,
somebody from the past.
I'm,
It could
I
be
mean,
somebody from the past from like,
I'm
years
too,
ago.
no, but I'm too laid back to be on an app like that.
It's the most laid back niggas that's getting exposed. I'm
No,
just
no,
saying.
no.
It could be some shit from 8 years ago. Bitch could act like it happened yesterday.
A bitch can't expose nothing on me.
That's right. That's right.
Absolutely not.
Zay's probably on there. I don't put that past
No,
Zay.
no, 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 no,
I
no,
know.
no. Again, I'm gonna use the words of my brother right here. I'm too laid back and funny. I'm too
Hey,
funny and
no,
laid back. You know what I'm saying?
no.
I don't
to be
all
know.
on there.
that, all that, how,
It's a couple bitches that thought that they was going all the way with you, and they didn't get to go all the way with you, and they might be
Nah,
hating.
nah. Listen, I treated every woman I encountered with nothing but great time and respect.
Niggas
So,
that treated bitches a great time
nah.
man,
still got put on the app getting told that they got too many bitches.
I disagree with that statement. I'm really a good guy, ladies. I'm really a great guy. If you're looking for a nice young man that you can introduce to your mom and your grandma, and they gonna love him, I'm the guy. I'm the guy.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I'm not a bad guy. I don't deal with multiple people. I'm a lover boy. I like loving my woman and being with
yeah, like
women.
you ain't gonna see no
Um,
DVs on me, like
no domestic
no,
violence and none of that. We
none.
don't play that. We're really
I keep,
stand
I
up
keep,
Okay, you ain't
individuals.
gotta
I keep it
see all that.
respectful I keep it respectful in the bedroom,
You ain't
like
gotta see all
Yeah.
that.
No Shannon Sharp. No Shannon Sharp.
No Shannon Sharp,
none
no
of that,
that, no that. But
none, none of
that
that.
doesn't change
No
the
Shannon
fact.
Sharp.
That doesn't change the fact that a bitch might feel some type of way about you being too well loved in the neighborhood. Say, I'm just saying.
So then she lying
Uh-huh.
on my name.
Uh-huh.
So now I'm at the food.
She lying on my
Like,
name. Yeah. I'm gonna have to send my lawyers. Shot, 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 shot. And I know a great lawyer too. He's a good lawyer. I have to send a lawyer. Matter of fact, I'm gonna think I'm gonna print
Nigga,
out me some
nigga can't say
NDAs.
nothing about me because there's not too many niggas that can get with me. And number two, I'm the type that will come find you. So, tread lightly.
I don't know. I look back at some of these old women I used to deal with, and I'm like, damn, I'm glad I got the fuck away from that because they out here crashing out, face tattoos, getting locked up for stealing cars and shit. It's just like, what the fuck is you doing? Like you just. But that's
playing
another
random
story.
balls.
Man,
We gonna do.
we
We
have to
gonna
throw
do.
that one out.
We gonna do story time on this pod. I want to implement story time when we get to telling some memorable stories.
Makeup.
Uh, and it could be
From from
funny
from
stuff
from
from
like what?
anything, childhood memories, funny
Mm,
shit, just wild
mm,
shit. We should do
mm.
story time because that'll be funny. That'll be entertaining. You know what I mean when you do story time. Uh, but it is some wild stories, and that'll help the audience and people out there learn from some of this crazy stuff that you might have experienced. Like yeah, yeah, like wild stuff that went down.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, so what else been going on out there? What else been going on that I probably don't know about?
So,
What's fill
so
me in? What's
the
the new
last
tea?
phone call that we
And
had.
hold on, let's hold on. Wait, time out. I'm
What?
sorry. Hold up, bring it back. Let's rewind. Before we change this, shout out to my nigga song. Before we change this and go into somewhere else. In the beginning of the pod, we started off with the question of the day: is there more people out there that hate than show genuine love? And the other day, all three of us was on the phone, and we got on the subject about Snoop Dogg and Tupac. Vina, you said that you think that Snoop hated on Pop, and you have
I have
evidence to back your
No,
case, right?
I
no,
have my
no.
reasons for
Delvina
that.
said that bullshit.
I have
No,
my
I said
reasons.
that. I said Vina. I said Vina. See,
It's
slow
not no
down.
bullshit. It's not no
Oh, he pulled
bullshit.
out. Oh, he pulled a
Nigga,
death row chain.
I got the same
He
one.
pulled.
Hold on. I got the same one. I got the same one since you wanna pull out chains. Hold on. I got the
Okay.
same one since you wanna pull out
Okay.
chains, nigga. I got the same one and I met everybody from motherfucking death row. I got the same one. Alright?
Uh
This
oh.
is
Uh
not no
oh.
bullshit.
Uh
This is not
oh.
no
Go,
bullshit. This is coming straight from
go.
Napoleon, Spice One, and the Outlaws' mouths. All right.
But what about your
Uh
mouth?
oh.
This is
Uh
coming. This is
oh.
coming from Tupac's closest homies' mouths.
No, I know. I want to hear from your mouth, not theirs.
From my mouth. from my mouth after watching, doing some research, because I told you I was going to do some motherfucking research. All right?
I didn't have to
Okay,
do research.
Whatever, because you're not well
I
aware.
know
You're
people that
not
was
well
actually
aware.
outside during that
You're not
era.
well
That can
aware. So they don't ask them niggas to ask what's up with Napoleon and why they all saying what they saying. How about you do that?
because Snoop didn't get on no feature.
okay, let's
But
get
go
on the
ahead, go
point.
ahead, go ahead,
Let's
go
Listen
ahead.
to
say,
this.
state your
Listen to
piece,
this.
state your piece,
So
state your piece, and
for
then
many
he
years,
say
for
his.
many years, I would say up until 2023, there was never what I seen as discrepancies. You know what I'm saying? It always seemed like there was love, everything like that. But then when Snoop had did this interview talking about he didn't like Hit 'Em Up and he didn't like all that shit that Tupac was on, I was a little confused because I'm just like, you was right there in the midst of it. You know what I'm saying? And then if you had love for somebody, why on the way back from New York you on a private jet with niggas and you got a fork and you got your head down and you not saying
Can I rebuttal? Can I rebuttal that?
what?
Everybody know how Death Row was. So Snoop was just paranoid.
How you
That's
paranoid
it.
and that's your boy? If that's really your boy, when the whole
Because
time you was trying to be cool with Biggie and them behind the
hold on.
scenes.
Do you know why he felt like they could have did something to him? Do you know what led up to that?
Do you
You
know
know what led
do you know that he was playing both sides? He was trying to be cool with Biggie and them. He met Biggie in Atlanta.
you do know Snoop was famous before Pac got to Death Row, right?
I'm pretty aware of that, but you know, I do know that Pac had a lot of eyes on him, and Pac was looking like he was the new face of the West, and somebody that's from the West probably would feel some type of way about that, low key.
When Pac went to jail, he was not the face of nothing.
It don't matter. When he came home, he was that nigga, and you know, some people might feel
because
uncomfortable about that. You
because
know what
be-
I'm saying?
because
Some people might
because
feel
Death
uncomfortable about that.
because Death Row made him feel comfortable to push California as hard as he started pushing it.
Okay, so let me ask you something. Why is it that Snoop Dogg always tried to make Tupac look bad in these interviews that he has years later in regards to things that happened and people who was there are saying that
Because
that didn't
because
happen?
because 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 he's a grandfather now, so he look at shit differently now.
Nah. So let's go to the situation with Nas. Let's go to the situation with Nas. Snoop Dogg had insinuated that Tupac was acting belligerent, doing all types of different things, but Nas himself said that that didn't happen. And people who was there, like some of the outlaws and everything like that, while Snoop Dogg thought that all those niggas around Tupac was with Nas, they was all with Tupac. But he's on interviews saying that Nas had them outnumbered and all types of crazy shit, and you wasn't even right there in the conversation. You was across the room getting interviewed. You know, that's why they said, you know, I hope it was the edibles. You know, why is it that you always want to paint him in this light like he was hard to be
He got
around,
drugs.
not easy to work with, and like he was just this fucking troublemaker. You
Vina,
know what I'm saying? Like, what's
Vina,
going
Vina, Vina,
on?
Vina.
But this was
You
something
do
that
know.
he was
Hold on,
rolling with.
hold on, hold on. You do know Pac and Snoop was only around each other for like 6, 7 months.
But the way Snoop be telling his stories, he be telling his stories like as if he knew niggas for years, and because he was around, what he says is valid, and whole time it
Hold
may
on,
be
hold on.
valid.
Has Snoop not told stories and put extras on it for years?
But why are you always putting extras in a way to make this man look like he was a bad light when some of the last songs that he had was changes and these different things like that? Why is it that
You
people
hold on,
talking Napoleon?
so you don't think Pac? So you don't think Pac? You know what I'm saying? Was on that?
Pac wasn't on that. Nas said that it wasn't even like none of that. What Snoop Dogg was saying. Why are you always putting the 20 on the 10, trying to make him look bad and have these different things
The
where
son.
niggas is dissing him after death?
So why did he diss Biggie knowing that he knew who shot him?
Because he dissed Biggie because at the end of the day, they're both from New York, but at the time Biggie ran New York. So He should have known what was going on
I don't want
He
to
and
moved
hear
had
it.
from
he
where?
I don't
had
want to
some
hear it.
information.
I don't want to hear it. Hold on.
Biggie should have
I don't want
gave
to
him
hear it.
some information if they was tight like that. You feel me like that? Why is it that he
Stay
had
out
to
of
go
this.
find
Stay
out on
out of
his
this.
own? Why is
Oh,
it that he had to go find out on his own? That's why he was dissing Biggie because that makes you look guilty. You didn't want to come to me about what happened. So, it almost makes you feel like you was really a part of all that. Yeah, I went and I found out who did it, but you personally, you was my nigga. You slept
okay.
on my couch and everything.
And
You didn't tell me
oh,
what happened. That's like something happening to you and Zay not telling you who it was, even though he knew what happened. All right, now, let's get back to Napoleon and Spice One and the members of
hold on.
Outlaws and
Hold
all
on.
these
Come
different
on.
people
No.
who was
No. No. No.
around,
No. No.
who
No.
was
No. No.
close to
No. No.
Tupac when
No.
he died.
All
No.
right. Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
What?
D, stay to piece. Counter what she just
Okay.
said. She cooking up in
Okay.
the kitchen.
Okay.
She cooking up
Okay.
in the kitchen. And what I will say is, before I wanted to say this, I appreciate her acknowledging Tupac from New York. Now you can
Man,
go.
man.
Next. Now you can go. I'm
This
listening.
nigga.
I'm
This
just
no,
chilling
no,
right here.
go
I'm
ahead,
chilling
go
right
ahead.
here.
Cause I did my research. I came ready for your ass. I came ready. I got me a Four Loco. I got my Tupac shirt on.
Oh,
You
let's
know
get
what I'm
ready to
saying? I got my Tupac shirt on. You know what I'm
rumble.
saying? You wanna pull out your motherfucking death row chain like as if I don't got one too, nigga. Okay? For many years I wanted to be a part of motherfucking death row. I got introduced to some of the big hats in
Hold on.
death
Hold on.
row. You know what
Hold
I'm
on.
saying?
Hold on.
Like, what's
Hold
up?
on.
Yeah,
Let's hold on. Time out. Time out. Time out.
let him say his speak. That's it. Let him have the
Let
floor.
Let's not act like I ain't got a pocket poster hanging up right now. Like, don't do that.
So what's
I
up?
Don't
had
do
Biggie
that.
and
What's
Tupac
up?
moved.
What's
Uh,
up? Why Napoleon
so
is
hold
Yeah,
on.
but
making
Hold
hold
on.
on.
him feel
No,
how he
hold
feeling?
on. Let him. Hold on. Let him stay his deep counter.
Bro,
What she? Let's hear your
for
side.
one, I don't care what Napoleon got to say. At the end of the day, the Outlaws, y'all niggas mad that Snoop wasn't trying to fuck with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to get a verse. He wasn't having it. Now you talking about hit him up. You expect Snoop to inherit his beef that he got with this man?
If Snoop Dogg was in anything, Tupac would have been right there with it. He was the type of nigga that if you had a problem with somebody, you my boy,
And
fuck
now it's
them
his
niggas.
demise. And now it's his demise.
But it don't matter though. It don't matter
It
though.
do.
It
It
don't matter.
do.
It's more people
Hold
than
on.
just the outlaws that feel who was close to
Hold on,
Tupac when
look.
he died.
Was was Snoop not a superstar before Pac came to Death Row? Yes or no?
Yes, he was, but him being affiliated with
No.
Tupac in those years definitely catapulted him to
No,
where
no,
he's
no, no.
at.
Pac was affiliated with him. He came to where he was at.
But Snoop Dogg utilizes a lot of Tupac's likelihood to boost his career. Point
It
blank
wouldn't be,
period.
hold on. It wouldn't be no Tupac Death Row if it wasn't for Snoop. Snoop kept a light. Like Snoop was that nigga at Death Row. Pac came to them. He came to them. You
No,
came to
no, Pac
us
didn't come to them. Suge went and got him. Let's be clear.
because
Suge
because
went
because
and got
Snoop
him.
told him to. Because Snoop told him to.
Ain't no, cause Snoop told him to. I ain't seen nothing
That's
like
a
that.
No. That's true. That's true. Snoop did tell
Where
Suge.
there's a secular
Suge did a
article.
podcast. Suge did a podcast from jail, and they were talking about it.
Well, let me
He
see
did.
that podcast. Okay,
He
so
did
we
come
go.
up with
Okay,
that one.
so let's go back to the whole. You was popping all that shit with me, but when we get on stage calling out this shit, all of a sudden you acting like you don't want nothing to do with it. Now it could be
because
because
hold on. Did Snoop not know Biggie and Puff before Pac came to Death Row? Yes or no?
it don't matter if he did.
It do. It do. I've
It
been
don't
knowing these
matter
people
if he
before.
did. If we if
No,
we
nigga, you came
brothers,
to
if
my
we
label.
tight, if we besties, you feel
Nigga,
me? And I'm
nigga, you
telling
only
you
been
these niggas got me fucked up. You
he
supposed to
only
be
been
right
on
there with me.
he ain't been on the label for a whole year. I've been knowing these niggas before you even hold on. I knew these niggas before you got shot at Quad Studios. Before I knew both of y'all when y'all was friends. I'm not getting into that. You talking about fucking this nigga wife, some whole other shit. I'm not getting involved in that.
But who's the one who's with you every day though? Them niggas is not with you. I'm with you. I'm
Pop,
rolling with you.
Pop, hold on. Pop wasn't with Snoop every day. Snoop was rolling with the Dog Pound. You gotta think about it. Death Row, yeah, they was a label, but they also was fractured off.
And you know that the Outlaws and Dog Pound they was gonna come together. There's unreleased music and everything. That nigga Snoop
Man,
fucked up a lot of shit.
no. Pac was rolling with Suge and the Bloods and the Outlaws, whatever. Snoop was rolling with the Dog Pound, Nate Dogg. That was his clique. They wasn't cool like that. They came together, did the one song, America's Most Wanted. You know what I'm saying?
If
Obviously,
they
hey, we
wasn't
the two
cool
top
like
niggas.
that, why Snoop always telling these interviews like as if he just knew Pac so well and he could just speak for him
Be-
beyond the
because
grave
because
and
because
pinpoint
no,
all these different things and
because
most of the things that he said is getting debunked, like how he said, oh, Pac rolled up there, fired off on Nas and all this shit like that, and he was outnumbered. Nas said ain't none of that happened.
you do know Snoop is like easy to hate on, right? Nowadays.
What you mean easy to hate on? There was a point in time, and let's go back. There was a point in time a couple years ago where his own hood was saying that he ain't really from the hood because he don't do nothing for the hood. What happened
Man,
with that?
that was one nigga. One nigga don't speak for one nigga don't speak for the whole hood. Like,
So you
no.
saying one nigga Snoop Dogg can speak for Tupac and all the things that
Hold
he's
on, hold on,
done?
hold on. There's multiple LA rappers that's from hoods where you can it's a moment where somebody was like, oh, he not from over here, or he not this, or he not that. Especially if you came from like the 90s to early 2000 era, like niggas say shit about Mac 10. Oh, Mac 10 wasn't really a blood, this, and that. It just come with the territory.
Like I said,
The the only person that they gave props to is Nate Dogg. They only that's the only one they say
because
Nate Dogg was a real
Nate
gangster out
Dogg
of
was a real
everybody.
ass nigga. That's why. Nate Dogg was a real ass nigga. Okay, hold on. I'm off
Rest
that
in
for
peace
a
to Nate
second.
Dogg.
That was
Rest in peace, Nate
I
Dogg.
always wanted a song with my nigga Nate Dogg.
But
Right.
I don't think Snoop was jealous of Pac though. Like
I don't
nigga,
know. It seemed like he
he
went
seen
through
the
better
vision.
years.
He seen the vision. He was like, hey, with me over here, the powerhouse Death Row, you over here, like we gonna run shit. And that's how I felt like he looked at it. But once he came
His
to Death
tune
Row,
switched about him in the latter years because he never said what he said about hit him up until like 2023. Why you ain't been say you ain't like hit him up and all these different things? Why are you waiting until now to try to get
How many
into
interviews?
his lyrics? I don't understand.
how many interviews have you watched of Snoop?
I watched a couple, but that one put a bad taste in my mouth.
Well,
Even his body language and everything, it's like he was just so fucking disgusting.
so
And it's just
hold
like this was your man's. You wasn't saying this back then. You wasn't saying this over
hold on,
years. Why all of a sudden you saying this now? Hold on, I'm about to switch devices.
hold
Hold on. Cause
She done got swifty with the app, huh? I'm still figuring this out, B.
Cause
She
I gotta get
she
on
done
this.
got
This shit
swifty.
is serious to me. This shit is
on.
serious to me. You know what I'm
So
saying? Because that, like, you see, I got my motherfucking Death Row chain. You know what I'm saying? I was excited. Oh, Snoop finna buy fucking Death Row and some more shit. And then it's like you saying all this bullshit about Pop. Don't even say nothing about my nigga Pop. I loved you, nigga. Don't even say nothing
um,
about my nigga Pop. Like, what are we doing?
I got a question. If
What?
Snoop and Pac ended on good terms, if Snoop and Pac ended
No,
on good terms,
that's not what the people who was around.
no, man, that play a
That's not the
part.
people that was around Pop was saying.
No, that play a part. They gonna go off what Pac energy saying. So if Pac ain't fucking with you, then yeah, we ain't
He,
fucking with
they
you
said
neither.
they said they said straight up Pop wasn't fucking with him because of that shit that happened after that award show.
Hey, you saying all this, but you also saying, oh, why did Snoop mention something about hit him up back then? Why these people didn't mention shit about Snoop back then?
If you had your own crew and everything like that, and you from L all this shit like that, you wouldn't be nervous. But you sitting on a motherfucking airplane
Hey,
with a fork in your
hey,
hand, thinking that
hey,
niggas is gonna slime you out, and you a part of this set. What's
hey,
up?
them same niggas that was talking shit was the same niggas that was dancing to Drop It Like It's Hot too.
Them
They
same
ain't
niggas also, them same niggas also had a joint collab album with fucking Dog Pound. Dog Pound and Outlaws, they had a joint collab album that's only one song came out. They still
Who
got more songs. It's
who wanted to
based
hear?
off of
Hey,
that
like
they
keep it a
going
bean.
based
Who
off
wanted to
of
hear
what
that?
he talking.
Who wanted to hear that?
Everybody would have wanted to hear that. Outlaws
Nah.
was like that. Outlaws was like that. We not finna sit here and act like the Outlaws wasn't like that, and
First off,
motherfucking Dog Pound wasn't like that. I opened
hold
up for
on.
Corrupt. I
Hey,
met Dog Pound.
time
You
out,
know
time
what I'm
out, time out.
saying?
I fuck with you with corrupt. Like I fuck the dog pound. I'm with you with that. The Outlaws, I don't know, because if that was the case, then why people feel like Tupac should have never had them on hit him up if they was if they had so much love like that.
I never heard nobody saying fuck them niggas. Everybody played that song from
I'm not.
start to finish.
Yeah, no, for sure. But if you ask, they would rather Pac this big by himself outside of having other niggas on the record. But
It, in Pac's mind, Big was so lightweight. Let me give my little nigga some time to shine. That's the
and
type of
he
nigga that he
and,
was.
and he knew he was lying.
You're not sticking to the facts. You're not sticking to the facts. At the end of the
No,
day, Snoop Dogg changed his tone in these latter years about his relationship with Tupac, and he started
have you?
painting Tupac in the light that's not
So hold on.
necessarily the bright
Ha,
star that he is.
have you searched for old interviews of Snoop talking about Pac?
I search for old interviews and new interviews. It's about what's being said recently. What's being said recently in these past 2, 3, 4 years, this nigga's hating. When before he wasn't on that timing. Whenever Tupac came out, oh yeah, that was my dude. Da, 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 like you feel me?
But
We did a lot. His life got cut short, everything like that. Now it's just, oh, I didn't like that. I didn't like this. I didn't like that. Nigga, fuck you
but
mean you didn't like that? What you
but is that
talking
hate?
about?
But is that hating?
It's switching up.
No,
The
no, it's
true colors
not.
is coming out. Yes, it is
Hold on, hold
because
on, hold on, hold on.
25 years after death, niggas still
So,
talking about
hold on,
Tupac. Tupac got courses at universities. You ain't never gonna
hold on,
see a
hold on, hold
Snoop
on, hold on,
Dogg
hold on.
course.
Hold on. Is it switching up if he never said nothing about it? He
It's
never
fake.
praised it. He never
Zay,
praised it.
Zay, get in here. Zay,
No,
get in
no, I'm
here.
saying he never praised it. So is it switching up? If he never if there's not a
Now you
video of
gotta
him saying,
listen. Listen, I'm about to open up my laptop.
if you can
I'm about
show
to
me a
open up my
video
laptop. I can show you a video right now.
of him
I can
saying,
show you.
"Oh,
I can show you a video right now because when Hit 'Em Up came out, he loved Hit 'Em Up, and then all of a sudden he don't like Hit 'Em Up.
show me proof that he loved Hit 'Em Up," and you better not show me when he performed the song when it was at the
No,
House of Blues.
Yeah, that was the only time Pac did it live, right? At the House
Yeah,
of Blues before he
yeah.
died. Yeah.
hold on. Where's that video? Because I was just watching this the other day. He loved Hit 'Em Up when it came out.
Or did he say it was hard? It's the difference between saying, "Oh, I love that record," as opposed to saying that was a hard diss record. Like, nigga, that shit was hard. It is what it is.
Uh-huh.
You give
We'll have to
credit
see
where
the camera.
credit's
You see,
due.
see, I don't see you,
He
sis. Hold
said
on.
he said he liked Hit 'Em Up. Hold on. Let me get out and come back in. Hold on. He told that nigga that. Can you see me now?
Yeah, I can see you.
Yeah.
He told them niggas that he liked Hit 'Em Up when it first came out, and then he switched his tune.
I don't know. Y'all did the research. Where your notes at, D? You said you had notes. You was prepared. I gotta see. I can't even
So
see the
I was
debate.
watching all of this. I was watching all of this. He said he loved Hit 'Em Up, and then all of a sudden you switching up.
We need to see the
Where did he
facts on
say
this.
that?
Yeah, we need to
That's
see
why
that.
Zay, I didn't need notes because I
I
like
you told me
Ain't
you
no,
had
ain't no,
notes.
ain't no none of
she
that.
look,
He was
look, she
talking.
look,
He
she
said
going
he
off the
had all
last
that.
no, she going off the last 2, 3 years. The nigga been gone since '96.
Why you switching your tune later? All
He
right.
can't. He can't switch his tune if he never had one to begin with.
Here
What
we
you think
go.
about the comments that Snoop made on Big Boy that went viral, where he said that he didn't like Hit 'Em Up and he wasn't a fan of it? Right.
This is an interview on, excuse me, on the Art of
Art of
Dialogue.
hmm
And
Funny,
that's
man.
recent. That
I think it's for example, if he would have came off and say, Snoop would have said, I'm older now, I got
Yep.
grandkids. Looking back at it, I don't agree with Hit 'Em Up. I don't even like it now because you know what I mean. We get older, we mature. As I'm Muslim now, 45 years old
nigga,
now.
why are we listening
You
to
know what
this
I mean?
nigga?
I might not agree with the lyrics of Hit 'Em Up
Because this nigga is a valid nigga, and he was one of the last niggas
Man,
who Tupac called when he died. He
man,
had
look.
people call Napoleon when he jumped that nigga to tell him that he whooped his ass.
Pop rapping Hit 'Em Up, and he's just rapping the lyrics right along.
And the only reason why the Outlaws wasn't in Vegas was because he went with them to the other show. So he said he going to Vegas by himself. And you lucky my motherfucking laptop died. You lucky my fucking laptop died.
I was waiting
Either
on a
way,
Snoop Dogg interview.
why would I pull up a Snoop Dogg interview?
Cause that's what we talking about.
Why would I pull up the nigga who's been backtracking? I thought the nigga been backtracking all these years.
Where is the
All
start? Where
them years before, all them years, 97, 98, 99, 2000 and 2010, 2010 and 2020, he ain't have nothing negative to say about my man. But then 2, 3 years ago, all of a sudden, you don't like that. You don't like
but
this. You
you
don't like
can't
that. Fuck
but
out of here.
you can't show interviews or clips from them time periods of him speaking on Pod or speaking on Hit 'Em Up.
It, today is what matters.
You said
Why are you changing your tune? These niggas never changed their stories about all their experiences with Pac when he
because they been
died,
talking about
after he
Pod.
died, everything like that. You feel me? Nah, but why is he changing his tune now? Why in the last 2, 3, 4 years, all of a sudden he's talking with this
Because they
tone?
asked him about it.
Nah, they just like, oh yeah, hit him up. What's hot? Oh, well, to be honest, I didn't really like that. Why you ain't tell that to that nigga when he was here?
We don't know if
Why
he did
you
or
ain't tell?
didn't.
Why he did? The
How do
nigga
you
said
know?
that he said he loved it. He played it for him and he said he loved it. He ain't say
No,
none of
no,
that
no,
shit back
no,
then.
no, no. Napoleon said that. Show me a clip of Snoop saying, "I love that song." Fuck what that nigga got to say, bro. He's an outlaw. He's gonna ride. That's like a nigga from Junior Mafia
And
talking
let's
about
go back.
Biggie.
Let's go back
He's
to
not gonna
Snoop.
speak bad
Let's
on
go
Biggie.
back to Snoop on the situation with Nas. Nas himself said that Snoop didn't get it right. That's not what happened. So it's already been proven, debunked, that this nigga just be talking out the side of his blunt. Because nobody's gonna question him because he's Snoop Doggy Dogg. And they seen
Yeah,
the pictures of him and them together, so they like, oh, this must be true.
yeah,
But when he
yeah. Hold on,
said that
look.
this happened about Nas, Nas said that this didn't happen. So if
Just
Nas
like,
came out and say this didn't happen, who's to say that all the other shit that he's talking about ain't a 50 on a 10?
huh? Yeah, just like Snoop told a story about Nas driving in the hood, pulling up on him in the hood with a red sweatsuit on, jumping out. You believe that?
We're
Nas
not
rolling through the
talking. We're
hood
not.
in Cali,
I believe that because Nas is one
hopping.
of them ones. When Nas had to deal with Tupac that time at that show, whatever, Nas, it was only 6 of them niggas. It was 40 of
So,
Pac and them niggas,
so,
and he didn't
so what
show
you
no
saying?
fear. He
So
walked
what
up to
you,
him and Suge, and he didn't give a fuck.
so what you saying?
Period.
Snoop was telling the truth then.
No, Snoop was saying that Tupac was outnumbered.
No, no, no,
When
no,
all
no,
those
no. I
niggas,
know.
when all those
No, no,
niggas
no, no,
was
no,
with
no. I'm talking about what Snoop story about Nas pulling up on
I'm
Snoop.
not saying that that's true because at the end of the day, in the situation, we're not talking about that. In the situation with
Oh
Tupac,
shit.
you always spinning and folding the story like origami in different directions to make Tupac seem less of the star that he is. I don't appreciate that. At the end of the day, West Coast rap is what it is because Snoop Dogg helped play a part in that. Whether niggas want to admit that or not, He doesn't have to be from the West, but he claimed the West so hard that he just made shit what it was. While there was other niggas who played a role in it, when niggas think West Coast, they think California love. Then they think gin and juice. Then
because
they think
Dre.
real motherfucking G's. Then they think NWA, everything like that. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
no,
Like,
no. You know
let's
why?
be
You know why?
100.
No, you know why? Because the nigga, nigga, Gen Zs. Y'all niggas love
Ain't
Pac.
no
Y'all
Gen
niggas,
Zs. Ain't no
man.
Gen
Look,
Zs, nigga. Ain't no Gen Zs, nigga. That who else got a
Zay,
university
Zay,
course
Zay,
on them?
Zay, Zay,
Who else
Zay.
got
My
a
mom. Hey,
university course
hold
on
on,
them on that thug
hold on,
life? Who else
Zay.
got a
Yo,
university course? Who really brought that pride out of California? Who really brought that? A nigga who wasn't even from there.
hold on, time
That's
out,
why
time out.
that nigga hating.
You done?
No, I'm not done,
Go
goddammit.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay? Even 25 years after this nigga's death, everybody is just like, man, I wish this
Hold
nigga
on.
was still here. And the nigga who's here, of course he gonna feel some type of way. Nigga, I'm right here. What about me, ass nigga? Fuck. And let's talk about when Snoop bought that bro, how a bitch that came out saying that he
No,
raped her.
no, no,
But them
no, no,
allegations
no, 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 no,
disappeared.
no,
But
no,
niggas wanna
no,
talk about
no, no, no,
Tupac.
no. Hold on, hold on,
No,
hold on. Time out.
no, no.
I'm about to respond to you talking about how you talking about Pac at the West Coast. My mom was outside. She's from LA in the 90s. She will tell you, you don't think about Pac first. That's that out of town fandom shit. Snoop was one of the ones. You think about California love because of Dre.
No, absolutely not.
Hold on,
And hold on, in 95, who was bigger?
Out on jail, fresh
And
out of jail,
culture. And
California
culture.
dreaming. Soon as I step on the scene, my hearing hoochie
Hold on.
screaming, feeling for
Hold on.
money and alcohol, the life
hold
of
on,
a
hold on.
West
Hold on,
Side.
let him say his
He
part. Let him
hopped
say.
on a Dre beat. You know why? Because Dre was that nigga.
Tupac was that nigga.
It was
They could have
levels to
got
this
any.
shit.
They could have got any other nigga on that, and it wouldn't have hit as hard as it did.
Hey, there's a reason why All Eyes on Me is considered Pac's best album. And who helped create that? The West Coast. We did. California Love, yes, it's a global song. And all the out of towners know it. But if you go to LA, niggas
Tupac
is
been
not
had his before he even came to the West. Let's talk
hey,
about that.
real LA niggas is gonna play some doggy style before they play California Love.
Use a motherfucking lie. Every time I
I
come,
just told you
every
my
time,
mom was out.
every time, no, every
Oh,
time I come to LA, you know what they playing? They playing motherfucking I Get Around and they playing
are
Biggie
you
Juicy.
are
Literally.
casuals?
Hypnotized. That's what's on the radio.
That's nigga, that's not the culture
And
of
that real
LA.
motherfucking G's, they playing Easy E, real motherfucking G's.
Are you south of the 10 or north of the 10?
I'm California.
No,
I'm
no, no,
West
no, no.
Coast all the way.
When you out in LA, are you north of the 10 or south of the 10?
That's the freeway.
I don't know
110
what you
freeway.
talking about. I'll be
That's
on
the
multiple
freeway.
freeways out there.
Yo, you can go to Venice Beach and hear fucking what you all them songs you just said. That's fine. But when you go to these neighborhoods, they're putting on doggy style before they're putting on California love.
I ain't never heard that. And I've been in
My
Culver
mom
City,
been
Inglewood,
I
all of that.
look, I was going to the hood functions in the early 2000s. Heard what they was playing. They wasn't bumping California love. They wasn't. I got people that can
Well,
vouch for this. They wasn't. California Love,
Say what say what is say what are your thoughts?
that's a global song. That's a song fucking white girls
And
down
they
in
and they
Utah
still
play.
play and they still play I Get Around too. They still play I Get Around and Bitches as a Rider. They pay real motherfucking G's. They play gin and juice. That I don't hear no other shit unless I put that other shit on.
Hold on. Do you know about the East Siders?
Yes, I've heard about the East Siders.
You know who group that is, right?
So what?
Exactly. And they for sure get played in the hood. What man? look, look,
So
Pac,
what? We
look,
talking
Pac.
about them two directly. Since you said you want to bring in all these other groups, you told me not to bring in the Outlaws. So without the Outlaws, Tupac get played.
Yes, Tupac. I just said Tupac get played at casual parties. Yes, he
Huh.
he he has a big fandom. He's gonna get played at them type of events. But if you go down to
He's
the
the
Possibly.
big.
nitty gritty,
He's the biggest star out of the West. Literally, Snoop Dogg went commercial with his shit. And if Tupac didn't die, who's to know where niggas would be at today? And that's the truth of the matter. Now
so you consider so you
maybe
consider Pac a
Snoop.
West Coast artist.
Yes, I do. And maybe check this out. Maybe I'll be nice in this type of way. Maybe Snoop didn't want to ride out with Pop with that East Coast West Coast shit because he just beat a murder case. So I'll be nice about that. I'll throw that in there. Maybe that was the reason why he didn't want to ride for his boy. But other than that, in
If you
these
think
past few years, he
if
switched up.
if you think about it, that's why Dre left Death Row because of the street shit, the shit that was going on outside of music. Like at the end of the day, you didn't get into this shit to still live that lifestyle. So yeah, once Dre left, Snoop was like he was 1 foot in, 1 foot out because he came in with Dre. Like he
Mhm.
came in under Dre. So it's like, well shit, he's gone. Me and Suge ain't really that close because he's what I'm saying, so bumping out. Like I feel like an outsider. Pop come in, all right, well shit, hey, we do your thing. But I'm ready to go because
Them niggas ain't want to
y'all
ride
niggas
for
is
Pac.
wilding.
At the end of the day,
No,
the
no.
niggas who killed Pac, Snoop Dogg could have like, it's a lot. All right,
No, no, niggas seen Pac was a crash out. Hey, I can't. Hey, you tripping?
he was
You
loyal.
tripping? No, to the wrong people.
Mhm. He definitely was loyal to the wrong people.
Everything you saying
But
got him killed.
but hold on. I did see something
Those
where.
was the same people who got him out of
Hold on. Let me
jail
say this.
though.
Let me say this. Let me say this. I did see something D where it was confirmed that Tupac was from the hood. Tupac was mobbed Pyru. He got
Yeah,
packed
yeah,
up. He
yeah,
got
yeah, yeah.
jumped in. So he was riding for his gang. You can't blame. You can't say he was a crash out like he was riding for his gang. He was from the mob.
But why get him? But why get involved, nigga?
He's
Just
from the mob. You know the mentality of a gangbanger. You know the come on, don't act like the mentality of gang members and gangbangers that we know. You know their mentality. It's never no, I'm not getting involved.
but
Because if
but
you don't
but
hold on, but if you
no.
don't get involved, now you getting packed out. Because you didn't get down.
Look,
You ain't
look,
saying
look.
nothing.
Pac was
And
what
anyways,
24.
Pop
Pac
was gonna end up leaving Death Row. He felt like
Pac
he fulfilled all his duties to Death Row, and he was gonna go
how with
on
one
about his
album?
business.
With one album?
Yes,
No,
Yeah,
no,
yes.
no,
no,
no.
no, 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 no. That's wrong. They was gonna give Pac was gonna have Death Row
That's
East, and Eric B and Rakim was gonna run it and help him run it, and and the
I'm
first
going
artist
based off the people
I'm
who he
telling
was
you,
close to when he died.
I'm telling you the facts of it because even Eric B said it. So they had the signs out there. So this is when all that happened when they were in New York and the whole Central Park thing. And they had the Death Row East signs and shirts. Pac was Suge was starting up Death Row East for Pac to run. That was gonna be his label. Eric B from Eric B and Rakim was gonna help run the label, and the first artist they were gonna supposed to sign was Craig Mack, and the shit didn't work out. So
Listen,
Wait,
all
hold
I'm
on.
gonna say is
Before
moral of the story is
no, that's
God
a fact.
forbid
No, that's a
anything
fact.
happen.
No.
No, listen. That could be a fact. Whatever. All I'm gonna say is God forbid anything happens to my brother. You not gonna see me 20 years from now talking about. Oh, I didn't like how bro handled this one situation. I didn't
no.
really
You talking
like
about
this.
Zay?
I didn't really like that.
You talking
Yeah,
about Zay? Because y'all real friends. Pac and Snoop wasn't real friends. Like nigga, we just rappers. We just on the same label, nigga. We're not real friends.
you was
Nigga, I
over
don't
there
know.
joking like you was his bestie this whole time.
Yeah, they all that
That's how
laughing,
y'all perceive it.
laughing. No, when they're at the MTV
You and Zay is
Awards and
real
they
friends.
laughing together, you know what I'm saying?
You and Zay is real friends. At the end of the day, like,
In many interviews, Snoop Dogg was acting like Pac was his best friend and
hey,
that he switched his tune in these latter
hey,
years. That's all I'm saying. Is it
Pac,
the
no, look,
weed? Is it the
no, look,
edibles? What happened?
look. Pac and Snoop will be like Drake and Tiger when they was on Young Money being cool. You wouldn't think these niggas was really friends.
Oh, now this nigga is using the Drake one? That's crazy.
No, but
That's
I'm trying to think of,
crazy.
I'm trying to think of two label mates, like where it's like we not
So
really
now
friends,
they're
but
just label mates when
they
they
was
done
on Young
fuck
Money.
bitches together, all types of shit. Yeah,
I don't know what niggas do. At the end of the day, I know there was Young Money. So
at the end of the day, Outlaws, and Dog Pound was cool to the point where they made a joint album and one song came out, but there's more songs that didn't came. Them niggas was very close, and all of a sudden you just switching your tune about this nigga. You
you
know
know
what
what
I'm
really,
saying?
you know what LA would have really wanted a Dog Pound East Side to rap. But
Oh,
that's a
this is
real
what I want to
LA.
say.
That's real
This is
LA
what I
shit
want
for
to
them.
say. This is what I want to say. And we're gonna smooth off this topic. We've been on it for a while. I just want to say that rest in peace to Tupac.
Shit, I mean fucked up.
Rest in peace to Tupac. Rest in peace to Biggie. Um, y'all, the world should
Hold on, I
be
got
Easy
one
E
more.
too.
Hold on. Hold on. I got one more. I got one more question. I got one more question.
What?
Where do you rank Pac as far as West Coast artists?
You said
I
what?
hope it's where do you rank Pac as West Coast artists? Because I hope it's not your number one.
Where do I rank Pop as my West Coast artist?
Yeah.
There's a lot of West Coast artists that came out here that did they shit. Some of them are still here doing their shit, and some of them died. And you know what? You feel me? Nate Dogg is one of my favorites. He's number one in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Pop did what he did. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I feel like he's one of the biggest artists from the West. But overall, if anybody got it, I'm gonna say my nigga Nate Dogg got it, and that's that. You feel me? Like, but Pac is who he is. There's university courses on Pac. Niggas gather on his star for his birthday every year. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
he's
because
like
he
the
passed
Michael Jackson
away.
of rap. He's even if he didn't, niggas would still be outside. He's the Michael Jackson of
Man,
rap. Period.
man,
So I wouldn't
man.
even say that he's just West Coast. He's the Michael Jackson of rap. He's the greatest. And you see Zay, he would say Biggie, but whatever. Pac is that one. End the story. You know what I'm saying? But
Listen,
anyways, kudos
let
to
me finish.
everybody. Kudos to everybody that showed up and did what needed to be done and inspired everybody to a whole generation of motherfuckers to do some shit. So but
Mhm.
I'm just gonna leave it at that. You feel me? But
Right.
as far as like the West, there's plenty of West Coast rappers. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Right.
Warren G and all that shit. Them niggas showed out. You know what I'm saying? Pac, he's global. So at the end of the day, it's just like you feel me? Like rest in peace, Pac. Rest in peace to the ones who ain't here that really contributed and played a hand in all of this. And you know what I'm saying? Like, we can agree to disagree, but like I said, don't switch up on your friends. Loyalty is what gets you far in life. That's all I'm saying. And sometimes it might not, but hey, at least you know you riding for something. You stand for something and you don't fall for anything. That's all I gotta say on that.
Right. And I'll say this. Like I was saying, I want to say rest in peace to Tupac. I want to say rest in peace to Biggie, the two greatest rappers ever to ever touch a microphone. They passed away at 24 and 25 years old. Um, they were both some of the realest that time and made timeless music. And
And
they
don't get me
and the
wrong, I
world
don't want
and the
nobody
world
thinking that I hate Snoop
hold on, let me
Dogg.
finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. And the world should be thankful for having those two artists in the world at one point. And most importantly, the world should be thankful for New York. They should be thankful for two of the greatest artists ever. They should be
Oh my
thankful for New York
God. This
There
being the
you
nigga.
home
go.
of hip hop. And we're gonna switch the segue to the
We don't
last segment.
care.
Curtis,
The
I
last
just want to throw
segment.
out
The
there that Curtis
last
Blow was from
segment.
We don't
Oakland, and
The
care.
Curtis Blow,
last segment. Right? This is,
Curtis
it
Blow
wouldn't
is
be
from
no hip hop
Oakland.
if it wasn't
That's
from
all I'm
New
gonna throw
York.
out there.
It wouldn't be no
West
Biggie.
Side,
It wouldn't be
nigga.
no
West
Tupac.
Side, how we ride,
His,
nigga.
his, his parents are from New York. They was here. He was conceived in New York. It's not where you finished.
Is it Curtis Blow or MC Hammer that's from Oakland? Either way, West Side,
MC
nigga.
Hammer.
All
MC
right.
But
Hammer.
Yeah.
let's
So
say,
one of the greatest to ever do it, West Side, nigga. We still out here. Whatever.
Hold on. How can you rep all that? And the West Coast got the best diss tracks in hip hop history.
well,
And
listen.
why
All
does
I'm
would
saying
West
is,
Coast have the best diss tracks? Because Tupac made hit him up. End the story right there.
listen,
Oh
hey,
my
listen,
God.
No,
we gonna big
nigga.
up,
No,
we gonna
nigga.
big
You
up.
no,
No,
no.
we
You got
backtracking.
Easy,
We
DJ Quick,
backtracking. we,
MCA,
We can stay on this
Dog
all
Pound.
day. We can stay on this all day. You forgetting Ice Cube. You forgetting No Vaseline now. You forgetting No
Oh yeah,
Vaseline.
Ice Cube.
You forgetting No Vaseline.
What
But
y'all,
out
what
of
y'all,
all the diss tracks,
what y'all got? Ether, okay. Takeover, okay. The bridge is over, okay.
and so we off this topic. New York City is the largest and the greatest city in
Lean back.
America. It's period. It's period. It's a fact. And we gonna move on
Y'all
from
niggas
here.
fell off.
Uh,
Y'all niggas fell
listen,
off.
we segueing off. It don't take you can't take away what we did, what we've done for the
I just
city.
want to throw out there I
Uh,
just want to throw out there the biggest rapper from New York since Biggie. Y'all said it was 6ix9ine. I'ma just leave that there.
Nobody
Exactly.
said that.
That
Nobody
was y'all
said that.
king.
And
That
don't
was
jack
y'all
that.
king. That
Don't
was
jack
y'all
that.
king.
Y'all was
Don't jack
calling him
that.
the king of New York. Y'all was calling 6ix9ine the king of New York. I'll never
Yeah,
forget that.
academics.
Y'all
See,
was
look at that.
calling him the king of New York.
Y'all niggas watch academics. I see. So I'll leave it at
I
that.
don't watch
We, us,
academics.
us real
I
New
don't watch
Yorkers.
that
No,
fat
We
no,
fuck.
no, nigga.
listen.
No, I heard that out
Uh,
your mouth, nigga. On
no,
the
no, that's
phone,
cap.
nigga.
That's
King of
cap.
New York.
That's a lie.
Y'all
That's
was
a lie.
calling
If
him the
I say
king of
it,
New York. Nicki Minaj
I will
collabed with
fucking
him.
repeat you. That's a
Casanova
lie.
gave him his flowers after 6ix9ine's crew pew pew that Casanova got him banned from the
Listen,
Barclays. He said he's the king of New
listen.
York.
The last true king of New York that's alive is Jay-Z. Now the up and coming king passed away, which
Cardi
was
B.
Pop Smoke. Well, no, I said king.
Oh,
She's a
oh.
woman. She can never be a king. She's a woman. She can be a queen, but a king.
Y'all male
Uh,
rappers ain't popping like that.
um,
Like shit.
Pop Smoke was going to be.
Yo,
Pop Smoke was going to be the biggest of the biggest, and LA niggas always, West hating on the East because we so
don't
smooth.
don't do
We
that.
got the
Don't do
sauce.
that.
No, I'm not
Don't do
saying. I'm
that.
not
Don't
saying
blame the
all.
West for that.
What you mean? He got killed in the West. They did some sucker shit to him. What can I say? It's not like
Y'all
So
Nah,
y'all
he
make
got
music
set
to
up
walk
by
in
his
snow
own
in.
mans. He got set up by his own man, so them bitches that he was kicking it with at the end of the day. You can't blame the West.
but at the end of the day, I'm saying this. That was the
Y'all
last.
make music to walk in snow in.
He would have been. He would have been some of the biggest of the biggest. He'd have been acting. Things would have been different, and Pop would have been be alive. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? There's a lot of bitches from California that wish that they could walk in snow, D. So, and I've heard that from thousands of them. I want to see snow. I've never touched it. So,
What you mean?
and,
What you mean?
and
What you
I'm
mean?
just saying.
They can go to
I'm
Big
saying.
Bear and
I'm
see
saying.
snow. They
Nah,
can go to Big
ain't
Bear
no
and see
big,
snow.
ain't nothing like the Big Apple in the wintertime, Christmas
What
time,
Big
and
Bear,
it's
nigga?
snowing, and it's snowing, and the Christmas lights. It's New York. You know what I mean?
Uh-uh.
You can't compare that. And
You're
then
not
these
taking trips
niggas
to Big
get
Uh-uh.
Bear,
mad.
nigga.
Let's get off this one. Let's get off this one. This is gonna be
No. Let me
trouble.
just say this.
We're moving
Let me
on
say
from
this.
the
Let me say
East
this.
versus
No, hold
West.
on. Let me finish. D, he was on the phone. Was he on the phone with us? No, I don't think he was on the phone with me and bro. But anyway, when he was with who he was with, and we were on a three-way call, it was a four-way call, and her friend, as soon as she heard the voice, oh, he's from New York. He's from New York, baby. Oh, I love the New York accent. That's millions of California women who think that when they hear that talk, you know what I mean? It just have them dripping like melted ice. So I get it. I get it. We go anywhere in the world, they know. I don't give a fuck if I was in
I mean, I
Bangladesh.
mean, I
Hold
mean,
on,
I
hold
mean,
on,
I
time on,
mean,
time on,
that's
time
no
on.
different than
Let
a
me
nigga
finish.
from
Let
Louisiana.
me
This
finish.
nigga said
Let me finish.
Bangladesh.
I was gonna fuck if I was in Bangladesh, if I was in Fiji, if I was in New Zealand, when everyone on this fucking planet Earth knows New York City. Everyone on the earth knows New York City. So if a New Yorker goes anywhere on the
Yeah,
earth,
everybody know
and you
Los
say,
Angeles
hold
too.
on,
What do you
hold
mean?
on, it's not exciting. Oh, you
What do you
in
mean it's not
fucking
exciting?
listen,
What the
listen.
hell?
Hold on, wait, hold on. Let me
70,
finish.
70,
You,
70
no, no,
degrees
no, no.
weather
Hold
all
on, wait.
year
Let me finish.
round.
Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. If me and
This
you,
nigga said
if me and you,
Bangladesh.
no, if me and him is in fucking let's think some West Bubblefuck somewhere, Australia, New Zealand. Where you guys from? We're from the States. Where at in the States? Oh, I'm from New York City. New York fucking City. I'm from LA.
Oh my god.
LA. Okay. Hollywood? Yeah, Hollywood.
You
Okay. But they
you
know New York. It's the emphasis. That's all I'm just saying.
you still think this is 1920s?
No, this is still like this. It's a New York nigga everywhere. Every fucking city, every fucking state, there's a New York nigga there handling his business. Everywhere. We everywhere. We like
I ain't never
roaches.
seen a
We
nigga. I ain't never
multiply.
seen a New York
We
nigga
don't
in
go
Utah.
nowhere.
I ain't never
It's
seen a
one.
New
It
York
gotta be
nigga
one
in
out there.
Utah.
It gotta be one out there. I guarantee you. It has to be one out. There's a New
I
Yorker
don't know.
in
I
every
don't know.
fucking borough. Every fucking state. There's a New Yorker somewhere. It's guaranteed. Guaranteed, bro. It's always at least one.
I'm gonna check the facts, and on the next pod, we'll see.
Left him stunned. All I'm saying
Every state got a New
is,
York
every state
a New
has a
York
New
native.
York person. New York native lives in every state, bro.
You know,
Every state. It has to be at least one
Montana,
New Yorker.
Montana too. Montana too.
Yeah, yeah. Fabulous numbers out in Montana. You forgot? It seems like every state they brought property out there. Every state there's a New Yorker. Some way somehow there's somebody from New York. And I'm not saying only from New York City. I'm saying the whole state of New York. Even though we don't really claim them other niggas like that, I'll
Oh
be honest
nah,
with you.
nigga.
No, we don't really claim.
No,
It's
nigga.
like
New York. We
like
talking about New York
to
City, nigga.
no to explain it
Well,
to explain what I'm saying. You see how California you got LA and you got Sacramento. So New York City is LA for us, right? The city, LA, right?
yeah,
We got other cities up north. We got
Albany.
Alabama.
Yeah,
Look, Alabama. See, I don't even claim them. I don't even know how to say their name. We got Albany. We got Syracuse. We got Troy. We
Albany.
got you got Buffalo. So that's like all the major cities, right? See how California, how you got the Bay, and you got I mean Oakland. So,
San
but in New York
Diego.
terms,
Yeah,
these are like our other cities out there, right?
yeah. So you
New
don't think
York
it's more
City,
Californians in every state? If we doing states,
because a lot of people that from California don't like to leave California unless they move into
I wonder why.
Vegas to, what I mean, they getting pushed out by the high rent and the increase in gentrification. But a lot of people from here, they here, they don't really want to move nowhere. So we don't claim them other, but we gonna say yeah, New York, but if you ain't from the five boroughs, you ain't really from New York. We don't fuck with them upstate niggas. Them niggas be on some other shit. But shout out to Griselda and them from Buffalo. They up north official. But the rest of them, them Albany niggas, we don't really rock with them like that. We don't really rock with them. Bingleton, all that, Long Island, Li. Shout out Li. We fuck with Li too, but up north, nah, we don't really. Uh-uh. They not like us, as your mans would say. So, but on that note,
The new California love. The new California love.
hey, on that note,
Hey,
this is a great pod. We had a good episode. Give a round of applause for y'all
yeah,
stuff. Y'all had a debate. Y'all had a battle. This was fun. Always. It's your boy Zay Butter.
yeah.
I'm here with
Be the great. I
You're not
already
gonna,
said Dita Gray.
you're not gonna exit yourself out.
Lena Bangs,
Nina Banks, I
Le-
appreciate y'all
Lena
always.
Bangs,
Shout out,
otherwise
check out
known as the
the
finest, the motherfucking finest. You feel me? I'm about to get into this homework assignment. You
okay.
know,
Check out the last podcast. Uh, visual and audio is on all platforms on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, iHeart Podcasts, YouTube channel. We're still working on it, but it's up. It's I'm gonna do some more work to it, but it is up. Coast to Coast Podcast with a dollar sign. First Coast with a C, second Coast with a K. We got a 2 hour long video up there. Sit back, press play, vibe with us when y'all get a chance. Um, and that's that. That's all I got. I'm signing out. Peace. Much love.